enough, mate. That's enough. Blimey, really, don't clap too loud, mate. You bring the ruddy house down. It's an old building, right? It's an old structure. You get my meaning.
Old building. Very good. What happens next, Brunswick?
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. This horse. See? This horse. This horse goes into a bar, right?
He's telling a joke now.
Oh, excellent.
This horse, right, he goes into the bar, and the barman says... Oh, you like this, Mike? He said to the horse, right? Okay, so there's this horse, right, and he said to him...
Get on with it.
Oh, sir.
Who said that?
Sir, you tell him.
I said don't say that!
The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 1. The Entertainer.
I suppose I'll never be a famous policeman like Inspector Steine. Here in Brighton, Inspector Steine is a veritable legend. He broadcasts to the nation every week on the Home Service, Law and the Little Man. He was on What's My Line a couple of weeks ago. He's met Edmundo Ross. Anyway, villains, that's my area of expertise, God help me. It gets me down sometimes the way I can see the hundreds and hundreds of flaming rotten villains just teeming like vermin under the thin veneer of this apparently cheerful seaside town, scuttling and swarming and breeding and shouting, na, copper, can't catch me, why don't you just give up, you useless wooden top. Ah, well. Our story this week begins at a very, very peculiar time for all of us at the Brighton police station. Right, here we go. Oh!
Double three again, I'm afraid, sir.
Flaming it, Twitten.
Be the dart, Brunswick.
Yeah, I'm trying, sir. It all started just after Constable Twitten and our dear old station charlady, Mrs Groynes, had both been taken hostage by a madman with a blood grudge against Inspector Steine. Well, it's a long story. Anyway, the thing was, overnight, inexplicably, on their release, all of a sudden, the crime in Brighton... No! Just stopped.
Yeah, no score, sir.
This was no temporary lull either. While the rest of mid-1950s Britain was worrying itself into a lather about the spread of juvenile delinquency and the soaring figures for post-war violent crime, in Brighton we had 6 months of no crime at all. Constable Twitten started writing a groundbreaking sociological study of kinship systems in the Fens.
I'll call that a 6. Let's see, there was a 1...
Inspector Steine worked tirelessly on his golf handicap.
5. Oh, yes, the tree. 6, 7...
And I...
Fairway...
Well, I thought I should do something a bit more useful, so I infiltrated and gained the trust of a bunch of villains who never actually told me they were planning a bank job.
How do you know they're not just playing Boccherini because they like it, Brunswick?
But I knew it would pay dividends in the end. Oh, the number of times I played that tune. It was a strange time, especially for me. Like a phony war. I mean, the villains didn't disappear off the face of the earth, did they? No, it was just like they were under a spell. Waiting for a signal, poised, charged, and getting ever more desperate. Inspector Steine took it all at face value, of course, but there was one other person at the station, funnily enough, who didn't seem to be enjoying this bizarre holiday from crime, as I wasn't. It was our funny charlady, Mrs Groynes. She hated it. She absolutely hated it. You could tell it actually drove her mad.
I know it's been 6 months, Vince. I'm tearing the air out, but what can I do?
Mrs Groynes?
Listen, Vince, I've got to go. I told you, I've got to go.
Morning, Mrs Groynes. Was I interrupting something?
No, dear. What could you possibly be interrupting? There's nothing happening, is there? Nothing. In the old flaming town, thanks to you.
It was a fair agreement, Mrs Groynes.
Ah, no, dear. But on the other hand, you never heard the expression, a joke's a joke?
Look, the agreement was, I don't tell Inspector Steine you're the criminal mastermind of Brighton, and in return...
I don't let any of my boys do anything at all. Lovely. Well, all this standing around jawing won't launch the new Vauxhall Victor as the all-round 40 miles to the gallon family saloon car of choice now, will it, dear? Cup of tea?
Bravo, that's the spirit. Ooh, the Police Gazette. You wouldn't believe how much crime is going on elsewhere, Mrs G, in towns where they don't have such an enlightened arrangement as we have here.
Oh, wouldn't I?
I mean, gosh, look at this. Daylight robberies.
Yeah.
Daring bank raids.
Oh.
Ooh, smash and grabs.
Slice of cake, dear.
Cases of fraud, illegal gambling, stolen bicycles.
That was Vince on the phone just now.
Ventriloquist Vince? The unbelievably threatening Punch and Judy man? What's he doing these days if he isn't going around terrifying people?
He's working at the Hippodrome, dear, doing some master of ceremonies.
Oh, yes, going straight. Good for him.
Look, dear, I'm not asking so much as begging. It's a very, very, very little case of embezzlement he wants to do.
Oh, Mrs Groynes.
Couple of £100 off the top. They might never even notice. Just a couple of measly £100 off the top, dear.
No.
150, 20 rotten quid, dear, as a favour to me. Couldn't you find it in your heart? I can't go on like this.
I'm sure it will get easier with time.
You know, I could have you done, dear. I just have to snap my fingers. There's a queue from here to Essex, and then on from Essex to Haywards Heath.
But as I've already explained, Mrs G, there is a letter sealed and waiting in the hands of London solicitors to be delivered to Inspector Steine in the event of anything suspicious happening to me. So rubbing me out would be a very foolish act indeed. Try to look at it differently. Try to think how happy you've made Inspector Steine. You know how he dislikes to be reminded of crime. Oh, here he comes.
Morning, Mrs Groynes, Twitten. Did you know there's a club that's just for putting? Why didn't anyone tell me that?
Morning, Inspector. How about a nice cup of tea?
Oh, have we got time, Brunswick?
Look at you. Oh, you've been out on that golf course of yours working your backbone to a string of conkers again. Or I'm not Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Oh, Mrs Groynes, what a character. Isn't she a character, Brunswick?
Yes, she is, sir, yes, sir.
If we're needed, we'll be at Luigi's, Twitten.
Very good, sir.
Right, dear, off you go.
Yes.
I mean to say all this standing around Jordan won't make Colin Wilson's unreadable book The Outsider an inexplicable global bestseller now, will it, dear?
No, it won't. And now, what's all this about the call of the stage, Brunswick?
Well, sir.
What was the sergeant talking about just then?
He's been thinking about getting into variety. At the Hippodrome, where you said Vince is working, the sergeant's actually bought us all tickets for tomorrow afternoon.
Oh.
So you'd better tell Vince that, come to think of it, Mrs Groynes. He hardly wants to go committing a crime when there are 3 eagle-eyed police officers actually in the house now, does he? Even Inspector Steine would find it hard to deny the evidence of his own senses.
You're right, dear. Have a good time, dear. Operator, get me the Hippodrome, dear. Oh, you're right, Constable. Oh. You are so right. Vince? Vince, it's me. Listen, I've just had an idea.
And now, at 7:45, we go over to Alexandra Palace to hear a fascinating talk on law and the little man from our regular expert, Inspector Steine of the Brighton Constabulary. He will discuss tonight controversial legislation concerning entertainment, the so-called Bang Up the Buskers Act of 1912, which introduced the offence of aggressively amusing or otherwise molesting the public in a manner to cause consternation, distress, confusion, or embarrassment. And after Law and the Little Man at 8 o'clock, we join the black and white minstrels.
Good evening. There is a general misapprehension in the British public concerning the role of the police. I mean to say, we enjoy a good laugh as much as the next man. But seriously, the role of the police is no laughing matter.
This is very good of you, Albert.
It's all right, son. Oh, dear. It's the long ear. I think he's in. What's the name again?
Well, I was thinking Antonio.
Oh, they'll be all over you, son.
Oh, do you think so?
Yes. Oh, yes. The ladies, they love an eye tie. What's your real name?
Jim. Brick. Jim Brick.
I'd stick with Antonio if I was you.
Look,
What?
a star on the door. Who's in there, Albert?
Oh, where are we now? This week that'll be Ozzy Ollerenshaw.
Not that northern comic who does the shop steward thing.
Yeah.
All the members will never stand for that. The members will never stand.
That's the one. We had that Arthur Askew last week. Oh, what a wonderful thing to be a healthy grown-up, is he, You think he'd get tired eventually, but no.
Do you listen to the acts, Albert, when you're at your stage door? I notice your little speaker.
I've got a special sock I put in it when no one's looking. What's your Antonio do then?
Accordion dancing.
Accordion dancing?
Yeah, I dance, you see, and play the accordion at the same time.
Really? And me with no idea of what might be entailed there. I'm sure Mr. Drew will lap it up, son. There. Here we are.
I'm so excited.
Oh, good. Did you think of a blindfold at all?
Oh, well, I'm not sure I could manage all the notes without looking, Albert.
Come in.
I meant for the audience, son.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, of course.
Working late, Twitten.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Oh, no, don't get up. How's the writing going?
Well,
I expect you've discovered it's a lot harder than it looks, eh? Hour after hour, staring at the wall, not a thing coming into your mind. Oh, the number of books I've started, Twitten.
Oh, well, actually, I've nearly finished, sir. But then it's only going to be 150,000 words. It's about 600 pages, sir.
Well, be prepared to stick it in a drawer and put the whole thing down to experience. That's my advice, Twitten.
I'm sure you're right, sir. Although several publishers, including Andre Deutsch and Alan Lane...
Look, Twitten, it occurs to me that perhaps we've all got too much time on our hands. Did you know Brunswick had bought us all tickets for the Hippodrome tomorrow afternoon? He would never have done that in the old days, would he?
It's the inexplicable but welcome absence of crime, sir.
Oh, yes. And, of course, you're right. This inexplicable absence of crime is, well, it's delightful. It's just delightful. I can't help thinking, Twitten, by the time crime breaks out again, I'll be on my own here.
Oh, sir.
No, the way things are going, you'll be an author wearing a corduroy jacket and horn-brimmed spectacles, writing learned articles for the New Statesman, and Sergeant Brunswick will be hoofing on stage at the Hippodrome, in between dancing girls, a novelty dog act, an obscene northern comedian, and some greasy hobbledehoy sawing a woman in half.
Ready?
That's all arranged then for tomorrow. Oh, good. Yeah. You better scarp her, Mrs. Chew.
Anyone there? I can't see anything. The lights.
Yeah, in your own time. What's his name? Antonio. Phew. And he's the one always going ruddy undercover. Blimey, Riley.
Here goes.
Be kind to him, Vince.
Well, I'll try.
Just keep telling yourself they can't help it. That's what I do. They can't help it. They can't help it. I just seem to have been born that way.
Oh, I was on the brink of a new career. You know what Ventriloquist Vince said to me after the audition? He said he genuinely wondered whether the world was ready for me, and that I reminded him a bit of a policeman he knew, but that this other fellow wasn't Italian. The next day I couldn't wait to take the inspector and the others to what might soon become my new home.
Right, row L. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. Oh, look, and if you will wear winkle pickers. Sorry, my apologies, sorry. Thank goodness, right. Everyone sit down, come on. Brunswick here next to me, then Mrs Groynes, that's right, yes, and then Twitten at the far end, so I don't have to listen to him boasting insufferably about his publishing deals. Oh, I hope you remember the humbugs, Brunswick.
Oh, I took the liberty of getting you a drink on a stick, sir.
Oh, well, all right. Still don't see why we all had to come to this ghastly place. I've told you before how I feel about variety. If they do the laughing policeman, I promise you I will get up and leave. Oh, can you see that, Brunswick?
Yes, sir. Contortionists are a regular feature of the...
Oh, look at that! Look, I've never...
No, sir.
Oh, where's my drink on a stick?
This was very good of Sergeant Brunswick, wasn't it, Mrs G?
Oh, lovely, dear. Take your helmet off then. There's a good lad. People are looking.
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Ah, Ventriloquist Vince.
Yes, dear.
Big hand for Bill and Dicey, the twisty-tangling toppling twins. So much toppling, eh? You'll never believe it if you don't see it. Okay, that's enough. It's only toppling, that's enough.
You did tell him not to put his hand in the till, Mrs Groynes.
Oh, I did, dear. And I'd just like to say it's been lovely cooperating with you like this, dear. But all good things come to an end.
What?
Shut up!
Oh, Mrs Groynes?
Blimey, Riley. Right. Now, I've got the good news and the bad news. We got a brand new act now. Never been seen before. That's the bad news. Well, the good news is, it's me. I need volunteers.
What's happening?
He needs a volunteer, sir.
Well, how to choose?
Oh,
How to choose?
Me, pick me.
Oh, I don't know if you know about this, sir, but there's probably someone planted in the audience, someone probably in the front there. There, sir, look down the front there, sir, dressed as an off-duty market trader,
Oh, yes. Look, he's going up already. That's disgraceful.
You, mate! Glenn Groster, where the think you're going?
Well, that's not supposed to happen, sir.
You want me to knock you out of your head on? You get back in your seat, back! Blimey, Ryder, you want me to tear your guts out, mate, and feed it to like bloody seagulls?
Mrs Groynes, what did you mean just now?
So hard to choose, so hard.
It's a flying solo, sir. This is very exciting now,
Me! Pick me!
Mrs Groynes!
Well, that's enough of that. You, madam, in row L, in middle there, orange hat.
What's he pointing at, dear? Can you tell?
I think he means you, Mrs Groynes.
No.
Damn.
Yes!
What's going on?
He does mean you, Mrs G. Go on.
Oh, wish me luck, dears.
Inspector Steine, sir. I think we should stop the show. May I borrow your whistle, Sergeant?
What? No, let go.
What's he up to?
Oi, keep trying to get my whistle, sir.
Please, sir,
Look, I'm confused enough to do this Twitten without you. Oh, stop it.
Let go.
Stop it. Oh, get away from him, Brunswick, honestly. Doesn't anybody else want to see Mrs Groynes?
Okay, here she comes, and blimey, Riley, it's a game and no mistake. Big hand, please, for this plucky lady. So, what's your name, dear?
Oh, I don't care to say if you don't mind.
Fair enough. What do you do for a living?
I'm a charlady, dear, at the police station, and I'm not ashamed of that neither.
Now, can you sing, dear?
Oh, not a note, dear, I'm sorry.
Not for toffee?
Not for £1.50 of Callard and Bowser's, dear.
So it's fair to say you wouldn't have sung The Boy I Love Is Up the Gallery.
Up in the gallery? No, dear, never heard of it.
Right, now, look into my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
You are feeling sleepy.
Oh, yeah.
This is terrific entertainment, Brunswick. I take it all back.
When as I sing, you'll sing song you don't even know.
Oh, that's amazing. It simply can't be done.
Sing.
Love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking now at me. There he is, can't you see, waving up his handkerchief.
Oh, it's beautiful.
As merry as a robin that sings on a thread. I didn't do it, did I?
I need one more volunteer. You have anyone special this evening, darling?
Oh, this is exciting, Brunswick. It might be us next. Me! Pick me!
Yes, I am, as it happens. That young man there, bless him, he's a good boy. He's a policeman.
Me? Does she mean me?
She means me, sir.
Oh,
Do I have to, sir?
Of course you have to.
Oh, very well, sir. Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm beginning to see the attraction of all this, Brunswick, I must say.
That makes me very happy, sir.
Now, what's your name?
I'd rather not say either, sir.
Yeah, blimey, Riley, another one. Okay, now, what I'm gonna do, right? You look into my eyes, right?
Very well, but I assure you it won't work.
You feeling sleepy?
Not particularly. And I ought to tell you, I'm a very, very good singer.
Okay, now you just shut up. Okay, clever boy, you're just at your chips, mate. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, I make this young man know sing something. I make him believe something. I make this young man believe something's already blooming daft. It make him laughing stock a whole already Brighton. What can it be? What can it be? I got it. Young man,
yes.
You a policeman, right?
Yes.
Always on the lookout for the criminal.
Yes.
So I make you believe that this lady here...
What, me, dear?
No. Oh, no, don't.
Yes, I make you believe this harmless cockney charlady from police station is criminal mastermind at Brighton.
Oh, blimey. Oh.
That will never work, surely, Brunswick.
Bloody hell, I can't hear myself bloody shouting up here. Young man, did you hear what I said?
But she is a criminal mastermind.
It works, ladies and gentlemen. It works.
Sir, she is. Listen, sir, I can explain everything. Mrs Groynes is a fiend, sir. She's done bank job. Brilliant woman. She's in league with Ventriloquist. Can't you see? Listen to me, sir. It's not bad. It isn't bad.
And then, just as suddenly as it stopped, the crime all started again. So my Antonio career had to be set aside. We never got to the bottom of why it stopped or why it started up again, but I can tell you, things really cheered up at the station. There was just one fly in the ointment. My Boccherini quintet did do a bank robbery, rather a big one, so at least I was right about them all along. But on the other hand, they got away with it because, because they never let me in on the job, having somehow penetrated my disguise from the start. In fact, they left a note for me inside my violin case saying, "Nice try, Sergeant Brunswick." When I discovered this, I must admit I did lose control momentarily.
Six flaming months!
But I pulled myself together and decided that the best policy was just never to tell the truth to Inspector Steine, because he would enjoy it too much.
No, please, look, calm down, madam. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. How much was stolen again? Oh, dear. Do you mind me asking why you kept such a large amount just lying around? I mean, the expression, asking for trouble, can't help us... Hello? Hello? Oh. Ah, Twitten.
Oh, sorry, sir, you're on the phone.
No, come in. Take a seat. There you go. Now, Twitten, I thought we should have a little chat. I suppose you've been a bit too busy to finish your book, what with all hell breaking loose suddenly.
Fortunately, yes, sir.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Sir?
Ah, yes. Now, it's about this Mrs Groynes nonsense.
Yes, sir.
I ordered you to snap out of it, as I recall.
You did, sir.
And?
It didn't work, sir.
Damn. Look, you see, I admit it was very, very funny to start with, but jokes like that wear terribly thin after a bit, don't you find?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, fallback plan. Stay there, will you? Mrs Groynes, Brunswick, are you there? Oh, good. Well, come in a minute, will you, sir?
Morning, dear. Oh, look who it isn't.
Morning, Mrs Groynes.
Oh, Twitten, are you all right, son?
I was going to offer you a nice cup of tea, Inspector, but perhaps I'd better take myself off to pull a daylight robbery down the East Street Arcade instead.
Oh, that's not fair, Mrs G. It's not the lad's fault, is it?
Thank you, sir, but you don't understand.
Don't you pick on the sergeant.
I wasn't picking on...
Yes,
No,
you
what
were.
I wanted to
Yes,
say
you
to you
were.
all was... Thank you, that's quite enough. What I have to say to you first, frankly, is that I can't help being a bit jealous of you all, working under a chap like me who can not only take in a situation of such extraordinary complexity, but penetrate the essentials and instantly come up with an ingenious conciliatory solution worthy of Solomon in all his glory. So, here we are. Here we are. The question we urgently have to ask ourselves is, what on earth are we going to do? Now, Twitten, any ideas?
Well, I've given the situation a great deal of thought, sir.
I bet you have.
I considered leaving the station, sir.
Oh, no, son,
I considered
no.
getting my solicitors to send you a certain letter from London, but unfortunately I stipulated they should only release it if I died or disappeared, so they wouldn't.
We could get you dehypnotised if you'd like.
I'd quite like to watch that.
No, thank you, sir. I think I've been humiliated and outwitted quite enough for the time being, thank you.
Oh, I always say it's a wise man who knows when he's beaten, dear.
So, in the end, I decided that the best thing I can do in the circumstances is to apologise wholeheartedly to Mrs Groynes, sir.
Oh, Twitten.
And promise never to mention it again, despite the extreme mental difficulty I will be under from now on, sir, having to remember that she isn't the criminal mastermind of Brighton, despite all the evidence apparently pointing that way, sir.
I'll help you, son.
Thank you, sir.
Look, it's very simple. You've just got to remember it's all in your mind, Twitten. Repeat after me. It's all in my mind.
It's all in my mind, sir.
It is all in your mind, Twitten.
Yes, sir. All in my mind.
Oh, well, I forgive you, dear, and you're right. We'll just say no more about it.
Yes.
Oh, come here.
Oh, good. I knew I'd get that sorted out. How about cups of tea all round?
Oh, coming up, dear.
Yeah. So, Brunswick. How's the Boccherini going?
Oh, well.
A little bird told me. A little bird told me. They knew it was you all along. In episode 1 of The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens, Ventriloquist Vince, Kim Wall, and Albert David Holt. Music was by Anthony May. The producer was Karen Rose. The Casebook of Inspector Steine is a Sweet Talk production for BBC Radio 4. And coming up next week... Doesn't this thing go any faster, Brunswick?
I'm afraid not, sir. This is top speed.
£75,000 worth of knocked off Russian sables, dears.
Oh, sir, we really have to catch that van.
You all right in the back there, Twitten?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Oh, this is splendid. Oh, look, Brighton 56, Brunswick. We're already on the signs.
Yes, sir, but the lights have changed, sir. So I've just got to concentrate on stopping. That's one forward. Ease the infuser valve. Turn this. Bang. That. Bang. Run twice on the exit. Phew.
Good morning. Oh, didn't mean to startle you. We're off to Brighton in this funny old vintage car. And it isn't even the official rally today. Is this the way? Oh, bye. Wish us luck.
Sir.
Yes, Brunswick?
You couldn't stop.
Stop what?
Oh, nothing, sir.
The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 2. On the Road.
Everyone knows about the London to Brighton rally, don't they? And you've all seen that delightful film, Genevieve, of course, and laughed your heads off when... Oh, dear. When he starts the car whilst he's opening that thermos of coffee and he hasn't noticed and it goes all down her and she's really soaked. Oh, dear. Anyway, if there's one thing I love saying, it's our case this week concerns. So, our case this week concerns a drive from London to Brighton in a vintage car that was supposed to be just an innocent day out, but turned out to be a great deal more than that. As you may recall, there had been a certain amount of tension at the station between our young Constable Twitten and the charlady, Mrs Groynes. So when the Brighton Police Open Day organiser, well that's me, was offered the very Clifton F model 1905 motor cradle that had been used to spring the notorious Brides in the Briny wife murderer Ronald Tigg from Lewes Prison on the eve of his hanging in February 1912, the inspector got the idea from somewhere or other that it might help restore things to normal if we could all four of us go up to London on the train, collect the car, and make a day of driving the old girl all the way back to Brighton.
That's an excellent idea, Mrs Groynes. I can't tell you how much I wish I'd thought of it myself. I'll tell the others. Let's see. Tuesday would suit me best, I think.
Not Wednesday, dear, you sure?
Well,
I'll tell them Wednesday then, dear, shall I?
Yes, of course.
Oh, they'll be proper aerated by the news, dear.
Do you think so?
Oh, they'll feel super soapy for extra whiteness, or I'm not like the dog who went up in the Sputnik, dear.
Which was how we came to be in South London on Wednesday morning, and, thanks to Mrs G, already slightly off the beaten track.
Oh, I think it must be down here, dear.
All right, Mrs G. Oh, hold on, everyone. Sorry about that, sir. Are we nearly there, Mrs G?
Very close, dear.
Well, I can't help with any of this, I'm afraid, Brunswick. Even before we turned off the Brighton Road, none of it was remotely familiar from the film. Are you sure you've been going the right way?
Yes, sir. Positive, sir.
Left, dear.
Right you are.
I mean, this area here, for example, with all these old warehouses and so on, but it's positively dingy. And in the film, well, it's all wide-open countryside from the minute they hit the Brighton Road.
Actually, sir, it's quite a well-known fact that although Genevieve is all about the London to Brighton vintage car rally, they didn't film any of it actually on the Brighton Road.
What am I talking about, Brunswick? Of course they filmed it on the Brighton Road. They end up in Brighton.
I think you may be right, actually, sir. Oh, sometimes. Oh, sorry, pothole.
Most of it was filmed for reasons of convenience around Pinewood in Buckinghamshire. I have an aunt who lives near to one of the roads.
This is it, dear. I've just got to pop in, dear. It won't be more than 2 puffs of a capstan, maybe, perhaps.
Oh.
Caucasus Firs.
Oh, lovely name, isn't it? Caucasus Firs. Makes you think of, well, the Caucasus and hers. Lovely. So I just need to go in and pay the deposit on the old HP, then I'll be back in a jiff. Oh, this is ever so good ideas to go so far out of your way, all the way to Caucasus Firs, round the back of Balham. Just 'cause I've got a little errand.
Caucasus Firs, sir? That's jolly interesting, sir.
Now, this one's full.
They recently had a shipment of first-class Russian sables,
Right,
sir.
now, ease the valve. Turn this.
I was reading about it in Fur and Pelt Gazette in the library.
Bang. That. Bang. And pump twice on the budget. Now, what were you saying about these fur people, whatever they're called, Twitten?
That's all right, sir. It's probably all in my mind, sir. But there's a rather interesting van parked right opposite the gate, sir. Did you notice? It has Brighton index plates. And the driver, sir, looks suspiciously like our old friend, Ronnie the Nurse.
I've been meaning to say, Twitten, you've been very quiet in the back there.
I bought this I Spy on a Car journey, sir. The advanced version, obviously.
Well, my point was, you couldn't go back to being very quiet in the back there. Oh, good. Hello, Mrs G. Oh, I had no idea she could move that fast, did you? I think she's all right. Whatever is that awful din?
Blaming heck, sir! There appears to be a robbery in progress.
It does, sir. But why would Mrs Groynes deliberately bring us here to witness it, sir?
Look, Twitten, I'm sure there's a perfectly innocent... Oh, Mrs Groynes! That was a very impressive sprint.
Oh, my God. Oh, my good God. There were men with guns, dears. Men with blooming great guns.
Really? Where?
Oh, at Caucasus Firs, dear.
Where?
Caucasus Firs. Look, did anyone get the number of that van?
What van?
I did, sir.
Should I give pursuit, sir?
Well, I'm not sure there's a lot of point.
It's probably heading for Brighton, sir. The same as us.
Oh, I bet it is, dear. And something tells me you three are going to catch it up and be positively covered in glory, dear.
Really? Gosh.
If you get a move on, of course.
Oh, well, I suppose we could follow it in a general kind of way, but honestly, guns, robberies... I thought we came up to London for the day expressly to get away from that kind of thing.
I'm wondering, sir, whether actually we ought to stay in the area, sir, to help the local police.
What?
I mean, Mrs Groynes did actually see the perpetrators at close hand, which makes her a valuable witness.
I was much too flustered to take anything in. I think we should carry on, dear.
Do you?
Oh, yes, I do. I mean, imagine, dear. Imagine someone else gets all the glory of catching these blokes, dear. And then they make a film of it, dear. With Jack Hawkins playing Inspector Mescaline of the Met, dear.
Inspector Mescaline of the Met? Jack Hawkins?
Oh, whoever, dear, I'm speculating. Noel Coward, Cary Grant, and you, dear. Well, you're portrayed in a comical cameo as this country bobby on a day trip to the big smoke who just happens to be at the scene of the crime and misses it completely.
Comical country bobby? I served the City of London Police for 25 years.
Played by Bernard Miles, dear, I shouldn't wonder. Oh, Rabbery, Pip? I didn't see no rabbery.
I still think it's our duty to go back, sir.
No, put your foot down, Brunswick. Come on, come on. Got to be able to go faster than this. What happens if I turn this thing up?
The engine catches fire, sir.
Oh, well. Miles. And then Bernard Miles. I was just saying, Mrs G, nothing round here reminded me of Genevieve very much.
Well, that's probably because they filmed it mostly in bucks, dear.
I told him that.
I don't, but surely it didn't
You know that bit where the beautiful Kay Kendall plays the trumpet and brings the house down?
Oh, yes.
Well, that ain't really her doing that, dear, neither.
Oh!
You may well have noticed when reading reports of famous trials that a policeman's testimony often begins acting upon information received. Now, this can mean any number of things, and I have to tell you, it can sometimes be a bit shocking the lengths a policeman will go to in his pursuit of the truth. For example, sometimes a policeman may actually cultivate acquaintance with a loose-tongued criminal traitor, or grass, who will render information of crimes in preparation, just so long as its provenance is not identified later in court. Personally, I never countenance such a blurring of the division between law and criminal. If you want results in the police, you must be prepared to work for them and wait for them.
Oh, my God. Are we nearly there yet?
This is Hurley, sir. We'll soon be on the open road. It'll be more like Genevieve then, sir. Although, not like Genevieve in any actual topographical particular, of course.
Oh, we've been in this stupid car for 4 hours. 3 hours and 10 minutes. It just goes tickety, 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 tickety. Why didn't anyone think to bring a picnic?
Mrs Groynes?
Yes,
I know what you mean, sir. Just think, a slice of gala pie with the egg in it.
Are you honestly suggesting we might apprehend some Brighton villains?
Sausage roll.
Honestly, yes, dear.
We could sing One Man Went to Most.
I'll pretend you didn't say that, Brunswick.
How much of this success will be attributable to our superlative policing skills, Mrs Groynes?
None at all, dear.
Will it be down even to luck or chance?
No, dear.
What are you two whispering about?
I was just showing Mrs Groynes my book, sir.
Oh, great.
You've got someone on the inside, haven't you? Who's going to scupper the operation and hand it to us on a plate.
Ronnie the Nurk, dear. He's a good boy. Always follows instructions to the letter. Oh, talking of which, keep your eyes peeled for a clue or two, dear.
A clue?
I just had a thought of something, sir.
Yes?
A clue?
A packet of lovely Smith's crisps, sir, with a little bag of salt inside. A ham sandwich with lashings of mustard, a homemade fairy cake with white icing, and one of those lovely little bottles of new Corona pineapple aid. Or Cidrax.
And you think that's helpful, do you, Brunswick?
No, there it is. Look, sir, by the side of the road.
What?
A fur hat, sir. The villains must have come this way. Stop the car.
Oh, hang on.
Excuse me, sir. I'll go and get it, sir.
Easy.
He's got good eyes.
Bang.
I would never have spotted that hat suspended at eye level through a militia beacon like that.
And pump twice a minute.
Look, sir, at the label. Caucasus furs. We're on the right track.
Well, it could be a coincidence, Constable.
I agree, sir, but look what's inside, sir.
What?
A discarded lady's stocking, sir, with a label attached. Property of the Five Ways gang. Raiding purposes only.
That's a notorious gang in Brighton, sir.
And there's this piece of paper as well, sir. Well, plan for raiding Caucasus furs on Wednesday.
Oh, all right. Let's see that. Here we are. 10 a.m. park van outside with engine running. 10:05 Fat Vincent.
Fat Vincent,
To overcome security man on gate. Fat Vincent. 10:10, disable the alarm system. 2 S's in disabled. 10:15, steal £75,000 worth of... What?
What?
Steal £75,000 worth of Siberian sables.
75,000?
75,000! Oh, here's a note of the van's index plate as well. That's helpful.
75,000? There'll be a film about this, all right.
I wonder if they could get Lawrence Harvey to play me, sir. He has just the right dark, dangerous animal quality, sir, don't you think?
Oh, this is a lovely little book, Constable. Sorry, dears, did I miss something? Blimey, you all look like you've lost a tanner and found half a crown.
The irony of it was that I'd just returned from a 2-week course at the police driving school in Aldershot, learning all the techniques for pursuing villains. Contrary to the general impression created by lurid newspaper reports, the police driver is not trained to ram the vehicle of an escaping criminal, but to tail him closely, accelerating when the villain accelerates, slowing when he slows. The idea simply being to wear him down. Sooner or later, you see, the criminal loses his head and either stops of his own accord or begins to take risks that lead to his veering off the road. None of this training, unfortunately, applied to the present situation. Somewhere a dozen miles ahead of us on the Brighton road was a bunch of criminals in a speeding van. We were giving chase in a vehicle whose top velocity, downhill, freewheeling, was 25 miles per hour.
So, what was all that eyewash about this being a famous getaway car then?
It was a daring jailbreak, Mrs Groynes. 1912. Ronald Tidd was a notorious serial murderer.
Good grief, not one of those true crime stories. I really hate them.
Yeah, who married 8 different non-swimming spinsters for their money, then made them go into the sea with him on their wedding nights. It was the same pattern every time.
He drowned each one of them, Mrs G.
Charming countryside, everyone.
The funny thing, in retrospect, was how these innocent brides in the brine, he never seemed to smell a rat. He would meet a new woman, see, and the first thing he'd ask was how much money she'd got, and the second thing he'd ask was whether she could swim.
She wouldn't ask, "Oh, why'd you ask, dear?"
Never. Women are terribly trusting creatures, Mrs Groynes, by all accounts.
They have no guile, you see.
I see, dear.
So, on each occasion, the bride would say, "I've got £56.10 saved up as it happens, dear, plus all these loose coppers and the contents of the gas meter. Oh, and funny you should ask, but I've never had a lesson in my life. I'd probably sink like a stone if push came to shove."
Then he'd take out a large insurance policy on her life, of course, which she would happily sign.
Just there, dear. Oh, you get £200 if I drown, but not much chance of that with you to look after me.
Then he'd marry her under an assumed name and take her straight to a seaside resort and kill her.
Oh, just look at these hedgerows. Quite superb.
His cunning was always to select a different police jurisdiction in which to commit the offence, you see, and also to use a different name. So it was 14 years before anyone put 2 and 2 together.
And how did he get caught then?
One of the women survived, Mrs G. The one who tried to drown in Brighton turned out to have been lying about not being able to swim.
She was quite the heroine in actual fact. Oh, what was her name? Erica something.
Edna Morrison, sir.
That's right, Edna Morrison. What a woman she turned out to be. She was quite a woman. What a woman!
Well, not a lot of people know this, sir.
What?
But Edna Morrison was actually a man.
What?
Who was a villain in his own right, sir.
What?
One man went to mow a meadow. Come on, everyone. One man and his dog Spot. Ruff! Oh, all right then. This woman victim was a man after all. What of it?
Real name, Ernie May, sir. He used to dress up as a woman and fleece drunken day trippers, sir. He had been a champion swimmer in his youth and sported shoulders like beach balls, so it's astonishing he got away with such a flagrantly bogus female disguise. But that's Brighton for you, I suppose.
Are you sure about all of this, Twitten?
Oh, yes, sir. The intended victim's transvestism was hushed up at the trial, of course, as it was deemed too sensational. Also, the judge got very confused whenever he tried to think through the ramifications. And since Tig himself had never suspected anything...
I can't take this in, Twitten.
Oh, good. Then perhaps we could change the subject.
They didn't ever mention it.
But what about the car?
Oh, not more.
Oh, yes, well, Tig was sentenced to death by hanging, I suppose, and then someone or other used this car to drive him off when he got over the wall. Something like that. But not very quickly, obviously. Getaways must have been a great deal slower in those days.
They must, dear. They must have been like funeral processions. That was probably all I was driving at when I asked the question, dear, if I'm honest.
Oh, it was such a long day. And it was this odd combination of hope and despair, you see. We were chasing after something, but something so far out of sight as to be possibly not there at all, and going so slowly. I always supposed that other motorists would be impressed by a vintage car, especially one filled with policemen, but it wasn't really like that. On one uphill stretch near Croydon, we were overtaken by a bunch of urchin boys on bicycles, some of whom actually dumped their picnic litter in our car before speeding off. It's no wonder that after a while, the initial excitement of the journey wore off.
I would dearly love to understand, and so would Superintendent Evans of the Flying Squad. What on earth prompted that man to steal that cheese? But thank goodness he did, eh, Brunswick? Thank goodness he did, eh, Twitten? Thank goodness. Oh, are we nearly there yet?
Just about 5 more miles, sir. With any luck, we'll reach Brighton still in daylight, sir.
Oh, I'd envisioned just having a nice lunch at a public house, Brunswick, hadn't you?
Yes, sir.
It must be a picnic on the downs.
But when you're on the trail of a massive robbery in a car that travels at an average speed of 18 miles an hour, it might be deemed a bit irresponsible to spend an hour and a half chewing on a bit of pork pie, sir.
I know.
We have a duty to try, sir.
Yes, but we're crawling, Sergeant. And if we try to go faster, you said yourself we'll burst into flames.
Remember the hare and the tortoise, sir.
What time?
The hare and the tortoise. What on earth are you on about now?
It's one of Aesop's fables, sir.
I do know that, and in my opinion, it's nonsense. Hare and the tortoise, indeed.
What struck me all of a sudden?
But surely, sir, it illustrates the point that superior speed, even in a racing situation, does not guarantee success. In the case of the hare and the tortoise, slow and steady actually wins the day, sir.
And what allows this to happen, Twitten?
Pardon, sir?
How does the tortoise get to win? What does the hare do?
I seem to remember it stops and has a lie down, sir, before the finishing line.
Yes, and why?
Why, sir?
Yes. Why does it do something so monumentally stupid?
Well, that's not fully explained, sir. But I think Aesop wants us to see the hare as a victim of his own complacency.
Right, so is this wonderful fable of yours truly about speed, or about the flawed personality of the hare? Come on, you're supposed to be the clever one, aren't you?
Sir.
No, come on, Twitten, answer me. You're Mr. Clever of Clever Villas, Cleverton, in the county of deepest Clevershire.
Oh,
come on, look, if Twitten hadn't spotted that blasted hat by the side of the blasted road, this might have been a really nice day out.
It's just a story, sir. He's only trying to help.
Fast things always beat slow things, Twitten.
Yes, sir.
Right. That sort of irresponsible fable just gives cruel, false hope to tortoises. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if it also wastes extremely valuable police time.
Yes, sir.
Fascinating as all this is.
Oh, look, what now? I'm sorry, Mrs Groynes. I'm just a bit hungry, I suppose. I'm tired, bored. This endless tickety noise. I mean, they never said in the film, did they? They never said how it would get inside your head and drive you mad. So, Mrs Groynes, what was it you wanted to say?
What I'm wondering is whether anyone bothered to read to the end of that incredibly useful raid plan we picked up earlier. Might give us a clue about what the gang was planning to do once it left London, time of arrival in Brighton, and so on.
That's a very good point, sir. That's very good thinking, Mrs Groynes.
Oh, no, dear, not really. I'll go around with my eyes shut half the time. You've no idea.
Where is it? Where did I put that piece of paper?
Gosh, I can't remember.
Where did it go? I hope no one's lost
It's
it.
inside the act here.
Oh, you're right, Mrs G. Here it is. Should I read it, sir? Or would you like to? I'd just like to say I am genuinely sorry about being so clever all the time, sir. I don't seem to be able to control it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, gosh. Gosh, this is really good news for us, sir.
Oh, good. I had a feeling it might be.
It seems from this timetable that the gang was intending to dawdle and zigzag like anything on its return journey, sir. For example, midday, turn off to East Grinstead for wool gathering and big lunch. 2:30, matinee showing of Genevieve at Alhambra, Hayward's Heath.
Oh, really?
4:30, bit of a lie down at Hassan.
Does it say what time they intend to hit Brighton?
5:30 rendezvous hatchery. Don't forget to dispose of guns. Enter Brighton unarmed. Gosh, sir.
What time is it now, Brunswick?
4:45, sir.
Well, how far is Patcham?
Not far, sir.
Not far? At 18 miles per hour? Oh, hang on.
We can do it, sir.
Oh, yeah. If you catch him at Patcham, this might even get immortalised as the Patcham Catcham, dear.
The Patcham Catcham?
Oh, I can just see it in the headlines, can't you? Inspector Steine, the police ingenious behind the Middle Street massacre, which is quite a long time ago now, of course. And also, the Patcham Catcham, just last week. Police give chase in vintage car. Got quite a ring to it, I'd say.
That's true, it does.
It's almost as if someone had arranged it all, sir, don't you think?
Oh, yes, it's almost as if they've gone to an enormous amount of trouble, in actual fact, to hand you a major robbery on a plate, dear. Those bad boys wanted to have the rendezvous with Essex, apparently, but I got Ronnie to talk them out of it.
What's a lot rhymes with Essex, Mrs G? Apart from Cassex.
Precisely, dear. Thank goodness you're here to appreciate all this. I'm wasted on those two, I really am.
It never occurred to me, Brunswick, that the Middle Street massacre was quite a long time ago now. Do people truly have such short memories?
I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you, sir, but I met a Brighton villain the other day, sir, who hadn't even heard of the Middle Street massacre.
He hadn't heard of it? He hadn't heard of it? Well, that's... Are you sure if I turned this knob up a bit, the engine would really catch fire, Brunswick?
Yes, sir. This is absolutely top speed, sir.
Can't do any harm. What's that?
I can see the van, sir.
Really? Where?
Yeah, sir, on the bend of the road, stationary. Oh, gosh, this is exciting.
Right, does anyone have a plan for what we do when we get there?
What's happened to the engine?
I don't know, sir. Did you touch that knob, sir?
No, of course not, Brunswick. I mean, it's possible I may have nudged it unthinkingly.
I can't control this, sir.
Are those binoculars, Twitten?
Yes, sir, I had them with me for the eye spying. And I spy the van is off the road, half into a ditch.
Yes, yes.
I can see two. There are 3 bodies on the verge, sir. Unconscious villains, I'd say. Maybe there's been a double cross.
The pressure's building, sir.
Keep going, Brunswick.
I'm trying, sir, but the pressure, sir.
Well, give me those Twitten. Now, down there somewhere. Oh, no, that's probably a bit of a tree.
There, sir.
But where?
I can't hold her, sir.
Oh, of course you can, Brunswick. You've been doing it all day.
I think we should jump out, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Tell him to disconnect the hose. Go on.
You could disconnect that hose, sir.
Yeah, what? Yeah, that could work. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
Here's the ground, dear.
Oh, ow. Oh, done it.
Oh, well done, sir.
Well done, dear.
Yes, well done, Brunswick. Now, when we reach the scene, I'll go over the road to that public house to call for reinforcements, and you two go in with trumpets and whistles. Hey, how do you feel about being played by Kenneth Moore this time, Brunswick?
That'll be most acceptable, sir.
Right, ready, everyone? Stop the car just sort of the corner. Whistles, truncheons. Oh, hang on. Anyone got any pennies for the telephone?
Yeah, here you are, dear. And don't forget to press button A.
Good thinking. You're all right, Brunswick. You seem to be trembling.
Oh, yes, sir. It's just come over me a bit, sir. I've been driving this vehicle for 8 solid flaming hours, sir. And it's such a relief to stop.
You're telling us. Right. You stay here, Mrs G.
Oh, anything you say, Inspector.
Let's go! Come on, boys! Follow me. No, you go that way. I'll go this way. Stop!
Oh, what a great day that was. To catch 5 notorious Brighton villains red-handed, and on a day when none of us was even looking for any. At the trial, Fat Victor kept saying the driver had betrayed them and laid a trail, but the inspector emphatically denied acting on information received. He told the press afterwards that the pure police instinct and staunch perseverance of 3 experienced officers had led to a heroic and historic arrest, and that while the Clifton F Model 1905 motor cradle was hardly to be recommended as a chase vehicle, he got a laugh for that, we should never ever forget Aesop's fable of the hare and the tortoise, with its eternally useful lesson that sometimes slow and steady wins the day.
In episode 2 of the Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, and Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens. Music was by Anthony May. The producer was Karen Rose. The Casebook of Inspector Steine is a sweet talk production for BBC Radio 4. Next week in the Casebook of Inspector Steine,
Morning, Sonny. Don't be shy. Look at this lovely exhibition of criminal artefacts we've put together.
Sir, look out!
What? The young shaver's got a gun, sir. What?
Get down, for God's sake!
What?
This handcuffing business, I was just saying, I'm sure there's just a... What are you doing? Oh, my God.
What's going on?
He's got the 9mm single-action semi-automatic with the parabellum cartridges, sir.
He's got a gun, sir!
I could see that. Thank you, Brunswick.
Zip it, Grandpa.
Now, I'm sure you know I'm not your grandfather, and I'm equally sure you wouldn't dream...
Get down!
The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 3. The Smallest Show on Earth.
He denies it now, of course, but Inspector Steine was quite keen on the idea of a police open day at first. He was always popping his head round the door and saying...
Brunswick.
Yes, sir?
How about a display of police whistles down the ages?
And I'd have to point out that police work didn't really stretch back more than about 100 years, and that whistle design, while fascinating to some of us, wasn't quite...
What about helmets, then?
Oh, very good, sir.
Excellent. Carry on.
Yeah, so, anyway, then I'd go back to doing something a bit more interesting. Scotland Yard was very helpful, I must say, letting me have bits and pieces from their grisly black museum. And of course Constable Twitten found any number of significant Brighton trial exhibits. Garrots, skeleton keys, rope ladders, coshes, jemmies, knives, guns that had been just tossed in drawers around the station. The crowning glory, however, was our vintage car. A very Clifton F model 1905 motor cradle used in 1912 for the daring jailbreak getaway of the notorious bride killer, Ronald Tigg. It was such a beautiful morning for the open day, though. Oh, it was beautiful.
Morning, sir. Are you inside?
Twitten! So what do you think of the marquee?
Oh, it's beautiful, sir, and deceptively deep. I like the way it's sort of tucked into the tunnel under the road. And it's a glorious morning, sir.
Oh, here comes the inspector. In here, sir.
Oh, what a beautiful day. I don't suppose you two have noticed what a glorious morning it is.
Well, we have, sir.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
But,
no, you haven't. You see... This is why we love Brighton, Brunswick. Look at that sky.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the stately pier, this lovely bandstand. Of course, it will be entirely ruined shortly by the arrival of our usual holiday-making hoi polloi with their Lilo's, Novellini's, jam sandwiches and bottles of Tizer, but for now, at this moment, it's just us. Just we three proud, upstanding defenders of the law. Alone with the elements. What's that?
It's Vince, sir.
Ventriloquist Vince, the Punch and Judy man who isn't really a ventriloquist.
That's right, sir. He's just setting up his tent.
Booth, sir.
Yeah, setting up his booth.
What's that?
Oh, that's Vince's girlfriend, Maisie, sir. I expect she's opening her little shop with its coloured plastic beach balls and little windmills on sticks and buckets and spades and so forth.
How charming. So when I say it's just us three...
And I feel I ought to mention additionally, sir, I did see a chap in his trunks going down for a dip earlier. But apart from Vince, Maisie and the swimmer, sir, and, oh yes, that old-fashioned looking child loitering in the arches over there, we are absolutely alone with the elements, sir. Morning, Sonny. Don't be shy.
Tease it, you boo.
Well, there's no need for that kind of...
Drop dead, Grandad.
Would you like to come and see some of the exhibits, sir?
I thought you'd never ask.
As you know, sir, this is a bit of an innovation, this open day. Constable Twitten and I have been working on it since January, and we're pretty pleased with some of the material we've brought together. For example, you see this, sir?
It looks like a walking stick, doesn't it?
Well, yes.
Hold it, sir.
Oh! What's it got in it, lead?
It's telescopic, sir.
What are you talking about?
It's the latest criminal device being imported by villains from Germany, sir. Show him, Twitten.
Yes, sir.
Lean it against that wall at the back, son.
What the...
Shall I climb it, sir?
You see, it looks like an innocent walking stick.
Look, sir!
But lean it against the wall and release the mechanism, and in a few seconds it can become a 6-foot ladder, a means of gaining illegal entry any place, any time. Thank you, Twitten.
And you're planning to show this felon's best friend to the general public, Brunswick?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sir?
Are you hoping to help them sleep better at night?
Well, I think they'll find it interesting, sir. I mean, none of these exhibits looks particularly interesting, you see.
You're telling me.
But there's a story to every one, sir. These old rusty lengths of gas pipe, for example.
Yes?
Those came from 10 Rillington Place, sir.
Yeah.
That gun over there was used in the famous Turnham Green stick-up. It still has the original bullets. And those handcuffs were used on Neville Heath. Oh, you see that floorboard, sir?
It's quite high.
Yeah, you can come down now, son.
Yes, sir. I'm trying, sir.
What do you make of that then, sir?
Well, it looks like a length of floorboard, Brunswick. Covered in horrible stains. Couldn't Mrs Groynes at least have used some gumption on it?
This is from the scullery in the house of Montague Pond, sir, the so-called Kennington butcher, hanged in 1949 for the murder of 7 women.
Sir?
This floorboard sawn out of the scullery floor was a sensational prosecution exhibit at the Old Bailey.
Sir, it's a bit difficult to...
Pond's always denied the charges, you see, upholding that the bloodstains came from slaughtering chickens. But if you look closely, sir, look, do you see what's embedded in it?
Oh, that's not a tooth. Oh, my God.
A human tooth, sir. The right upper canine of his 5th victim, Mrs Lillian Bowen, sir.
Oh, dear.
Embedded.
Sir?
Look, what is Twitten playing at? Come down, for heaven's sake. I said come down.
Yes, sir. Ah! Oh.
Well, I have to hand it to you, Brunswick.
Yes, sir.
This must be the most morally repugnant display I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't it all marvellous, sir? Oh, look, that strange boy with the quiff and short trousers has come in. Shall I go and explain it all to him?
I can't pretend I wasn't a bit disappointed at the inspector's reaction. Weeks of work had brought all these criminological treasures together, and even at 6:30 in the morning, quite a crowd had already gathered to look. I say a crowd. Ventriloquist Vince came over, and then Mrs Groynes arrived with a biscuit tin full of rock cakes, and Maisie, and that queer lurking boy with the quiff and short trousers who kept asking Twitten whether he could try on his helmet. Anyway, for a while it was really pleasant.
Yeah. Blimey, O'Reilly, what's this pot of old rubbish?
Boy.
Hey, Maisie, come here.
Oh, that's a nice jemmy, Vince.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you very much.
Here, how many coppers you got guarded in all of this lot then, mate? All day down on the front on Brighton then?
3. Why?
Oh, no, 3, that's perfect, mate. That's really perfect. Good luck.
Thank you. I got away with quite a few tropical fish in that one.
So, Sonny, what's your name?
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. What a peculiar name. Is your name Marlon Brando?
Yeah, and you're Rosanna Brazzi. Blimey, you must be a right old mug to believe that.
Well, what can we show you here?
I want to see the gaff.
I'm sorry?
The piece, the Betsy, the Roscoe.
I'm sorry, I hear the words, but they don't...
The heater, you wooden tot, the rod.
Ah, Mrs Groynes, I see you're admiring that cosh. I'm beginning to wonder whether making a display of criminal artefacts and weaponry is really quite as responsible as it seemed at the planning stage.
Well, I wouldn't expect to have much of it left by the end of the day, that's for sure, dear.
Why?
Oh, use your loaf, Constable. Half the criminals in Brighton are planning to come down here this afternoon to be reunited with their old bits and pieces, aren't they?
Oh, no.
Think of it like an amnesty, dear. An amnesty, but the other way round.
Should I warn the sergeant?
Oh, no, dear, no point. He'll find out soon enough. Think the weight of that cosh, dear. That is proper class, that is. And look. Oh, it's even still got a few hairs stuck to it. Hold on. Brill cream.
That will be from the time Kemptown Charlie used it on that poor security guard at Heath Row. What's wrong? You look really sad, Mrs Groynes.
I knew I shouldn't have lent it to him, that's all.
You lent this to Kemptown? It's yours?
My dad gave it to me for my 12th birthday. Oh, happy days, Constable. Happy days.
Look at this, Maisie.
But what's that?
That's a tooth.
Why would somebody buy a floor, Vince?
Oh, lots of reasons, Maisie. Lots of reasons.
Twitten, there you are.
Sir?
Tell us about this firearm, would you? This charming young snot-nose here seems desperate to know.
Well, sir, it's jolly interesting.
I somehow knew it would be.
The Browning High Power is a single-action 9mm semi-automatic pistol, sir, invented by an American called Browning, of course, over 30 years ago, and manufactured generally in Belgium.
It's actually a very good gun, the Browning High Power.
Can I hold it?
Of course. Just be ever so careful. Now, this particular weapon was recovered... Whoa, don't point it, don't point it, sir.
No, I'll take that, thank you. Oh, you really must never point a gun at people, young man. Do you hear me? Never.
Yes, this particular weapon was recovered from the dead hand of Mad Pat Morton after the famous shootout in Turnham Green Post Office.
Excellent. Now, how about
It is loaded with parabellum...
Twitten.
No, really, sir, it's very interesting, sir. It's loaded with parabellum cartridges. Their name derived from the Latin, si vis pacem parabellum, which means, if you seek peace, prepare for war. Parabellum, you see. The sergeant thought we should perhaps take the bullets out, sir, but I wanted a reason to explain about the name, so that's why it's loaded.
These bracelets work?
Oh, I believe so, yes. They were last used on the murderer, Neville Heath.
Constable!
Yes, sir?
This walking stick contraption won't go back in.
Coming, sir.
And then, everything happened really quickly. The next thing we knew, in fact, Inspector Steine had been handcuffed to the vintage vehicle, and the young shaver was completely in charge.
He's firing, sir. He's actually firing.
Sir, are you all right, sir? What the... He hit me! He hit me!
Oh, what's going on?
Mr. Vince has received a wound in the shoulder. In fact, it's quite a serious nick.
A nick! He hit me! I'll kill him, Maisie. I'll have to kill him.
Don't die.
He ain't bloody talking about die. I'll wring his neck, mate. That's what I'll knock his block off. I'll pop his eyeballs. I'll take his ears off with a spanner and nail him to a door.
I think we should all calm down.
Calm down! I've been shot, mate. You've been shot. No, you ain't been shot, mate. I've been bloody shot.
Nevertheless, Finch, that young Pinky there has got the inspector and he's got a gun and he has the look of someone a bit doolally to me.
Are you all right, sir? Sir? Are you all right?
Not really, Twitten.
Hold on, sir.
Hold on? What's that supposed to mean?
What are we going to do?
I don't know, sir. And there's another problem, sir.
What?
Members of the public are beginning to arrive. We've got to keep them out.
The rest of the day was absolute ruddy agony. For months we've been putting this show together to entertain the public, to welcome them to the reassuring world of defeated crime. And what did we have to do all day? Move along now, please. Nothing to see. Move along.
Could you move along, please? Thank you. Yeah, charming day, yes. Do please move along, sir, if you'd be so kind. That's it. Thank you.
What's the time?
8 o'clock, sir.
We'll have to get an ambulance for Vince.
He doesn't want one, sir. I think he's quite safe now under that table with Maisie.
I really hate this.
Me too, sir.
This was supposed to be a great day, Twitten.
I know, sir.
Move along. That's right, dear. Come on now, move along.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah. What happened to Mrs Groynes in there? I lost track of her.
Oh, I don't know, sir. But don't worry, she's terribly, terribly good at looking after herself.
I'm sure she is, Twitten. I'm just dying for a rock bun, that's all.
The ability to handle crowds and ensure public order is a talent very highly valued in the modern policeman. Few of our officers are as lucky as the Indian officer who, faced with an angry mob in the Punjab, fired his trusty revolver into a bee swarm in a nearby tree, causing the infuriated bees to attack and quickly scatter the crowd. Locking arms is the usual practice when attempting to contain a large crowd liable to cause a disturbance, but one needs a very large force for this to be effective. I have to say that whenever I have commanded men in 2s and 3s to lock arms, I've found that the crowd, far from being contained, finds it a relatively simple matter to run round the ends.
often shouting insults such as, "Ya, you wooden tops couldn't contain an individual fruit pie," which is amusing, of course, but at the same time unhelpful to the cause of restoring order.
Oh, it's closed, Roy.
What's
going on? How can it be closed? It's an open day.
Oh, blimey, here we go again. Move along now, please. Move along. Nothing to see. What? Move along.
There's absolutely nothing to see, unfortunately.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Move along.
Nothing to see?
That's right, sir. Move along.
Nothing to see? This is supposed to be an exhibition. My Doris read about it in the paper, didn't you, Doris?
I did.
There's supposed to be a Clifton F-Class 1905 motor cradle in there today. I want to see that for starters.
Well, you can't. Move along now, sir. Move along. Move along.
We came down for the day, especially from Tottenham.
I'm so sorry. Another time.
I bought this out.
We had to set off at 5.
Oh, really?
Move along. Don't get dragged into it, son. Just show 'em who's boss.
We had to leave the cat with next door, and he hates that.
Well, we're terribly sorry, but it can't be helped. I'm sure you'll still have a lovely time in Brighton. The West Pier will be positively glorious on a day like this. If you just move along.
Look, there's supposed to be a floorboard from the home of the Kennington butcher. I followed that trial for 12 days, mate. I've got scrapbooks, I've got transcripts, I've got photos.
He's got a special room.
I remember the precise moment that floorboard appeared as evidence. I waited 8 years to see it with my own eyes.
Well, unforeseen circumstances, I'm afraid. Perhaps next year. That tooth isn't going anywhere after all. It's stuck fast. I really do think you should listen to the sergeant.
All right, that's enough now. Break it up, move along.
Listen, Tosh, could you stop saying that?
No need to take that tone, sir.
What tone?
That one.
What one?
Well, I expect it was that one, actually.
I haven't got a tone.
I'm sorry to tell you this, sir, but you are now technically causing an obstruction in contravention of the Public Highways Act, which is an offence punishable by a very, very large fine.
Are you sure, sir? I think technically...
Shut up, Twitten. And you are doing it in defiance of the clear, explicit orders of 2 policemen on duty.
Oh, that's true.
Which makes it much, much worse. So, op it. Tell him to op it, Twitten.
I really think you should do what the sergeant says. I think he's losing his temper a little bit.
Can't he just have a peek at that floorboard? You can see how much it means to him.
No!
Oh, go on.
I said no, madam. Step away from that flap at once.
Better not, darling.
Well, where's the arm, for God's sake? What's he going to do? Shoot me?
Don't touch that flap, madam.
Help!
Oh, what's that?
Oh, it's nothing.
I'm definitely having a butcher's in there.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no.
Right.
Definitely not. No, you come here.
Hey, get your hands off me.
There is nothing to see. Got that?
Yeah.
You...
Leave me alone! Don't you do that to the sergeant! Please don't do that!
He's kicking me. Oh, you should stop.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Now, will you just go away?
Something dead fishy here, Doris.
Really? Well, what are you going to do about it? Tell the police?
Oh, please!
Bugger off!
Yes, bugger off!
Come on, Roy. Let's go to the aquarium.
Thank God.
At least it's meant to be fishy there.
Well, sir. I think that went pretty well, didn't you?
Help!
Ah, cheese it. Nobody's listening. Blimey, you got the breeze up good and proper, ain't ya?
Not unreasonably in the circumstances. Now, listen, Sonny. Don't you know what the penalty is for killing a police officer? Did the Derek Bentley case pass you by completely? You can be hanged.
Not me, Squire.
Why not you?
'Cause I'm 12.
13 next Tuesday, to be precise.
Shut up, you brass.
Who said that?
Me, under the table.
Maisie? But I forgot you were there. And don't you ever talk to a woman like that, by the way, young man. How do you know he's 13 next Tuesday?
Well, he's my little brother, ain't he? Rudy.
Shut up, mate. I'm warning you.
Now, look here.
You shot my bloke, you little tyke.
I hate him, that's why.
So you know this revolting child who shot you, Vince?
Yeah, ratbag, quiffy urchin. He do my nut. He does, he following me about, he watching me all the time, heckling the Punch and Judy.
You heckle the Punch and Judy?
He saw my punch in the house, Inspector. What? He burned my jury on a bonfire and made of deck chairs. Here, you know policeman puppet?
Well, yes, of course.
Well, you like this then, mate. Only chops his ruddy head off.
I am here, you know.
This boy must be seriously unbalanced.
Unbalanced? You're a ruddy pint-sized wacko, mate.
Oh, my God. You don't think he's one of those mad people who wants to kill a famous person in order to become famous himself?
Why? Are you famous then, Grandad?
Me? Well, to listeners to the Home Service, No, famous. In fact, I can't think why I even brought it up.
Is he famous, mate? Are you famous?
Anyone for a rock band?
Oh, Mrs Groynes.
Stay there, you old witch.
Oh, isn't he a sweetheart? Sorry, dear, you surprised to see me. I'm afraid when the shooting broke out, I went and hid behind the car.
It's gone very quiet in there, sir.
I know.
This isn't quite what you had in mind for today, is it, sir?
Well, Twitten, not really. What I had in mind was that we would today give the general public confidence in our ability to protect them, you see. We feel proud of ourselves as policemen. The tent would be full of wonder and admiration, and what happens? A juvenile villain scuppers the entire thing, our own inspector is placed in mortal danger, and I get into a brawl with a buxom female holidaymaker in full view of everyone on the beach.
Move along, please. Thank you. Would you like an ice cream, sir?
Oh, better not, Twitten. Nice thought, though.
I wonder if one of us should go in and do something incredibly brave, sir. Try to disarm the child, possibly.
Anything we do like that just endangers the inspector, Twitten, not to mention the public. We just have to wait for the crowds to go home.
Well, it's jolly frustrating, sir.
I know.
What's it like to be shot, sir?
Oh, well, it varies, son. I've never been shot, you know, fatally.
No, I suppose not.
But in my experience, you hardly feel it at all as it goes in. Then there's a lot of blood, which you staunch as much as possible, obviously, otherwise you die. Then it depends how easy it is to get the bullet out. Then sometimes it heals up quite quickly, and other times it just suppurates and gets infected, and, Well, I could show you one of those if you're interested.
That's all right, sir. That's all right.
I suppose they'd never know if we had an ice cream.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on, dearie. Don't hold back. There's real sultanas in there.
Yeah, really? But what's that in your other hand, Mrs Groynes?
Oh, this, dear?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'd almost forgot. Actually, you might find this interesting. Watch carefully. It's a trick, I know. It's mostly in the wrist, dear. Watch. Oh, Mrs Groynes.
Blimey, Riley.
What happened?
It's a cosh, dear. I just found it lying around. It was just enough to stun him, dear. You can take him home in a few minutes. Would you like me to look after this gun, Inspector? I know I'm only a civilian.
Well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you better, isn't it? Now, I'll just unlock these.
Oh, no, careful.
There you are, dear.
Oh, that's considerably better, yes. But I don't understand. Where on earth did a lovable cockney charlady learn?
Don't thank me, dear. It's my pleasure, dear.
Oh.
Now, all this standing around jawing won't get the Football Association to rethink the laws on shoulder charging and tackling from behind and prevent people getting their necks broken in cup finals now, will it, dear?
No, I suppose it won't.
Right, let's be off. Come on, Vince.
Right. Oh, excellent. Good. Why are we going out the back way? Brunswick and Twitten are waiting outside over there.
Oh, we don't want to disturb the sergeant now, do we?
Don't we?
No, well, forgive me if I'm wrong, dear, but I got the impression earlier that you didn't want the public looking at all this nasty, horrible, criminal stuff. Am I right?
Well, yes, but... Oh, I see. Yes, I see. Well, it's a bit unfair on Brunswick not to tell him, but... well, all right, yes. Oh, I really need an ice cream.
Perfect. Now, Maisie.
He's coming round.
I want you to get the word around, Maisie. Tell everyone to use the back entrance. We've had quite enough of all this nonsense, in my opinion.
It was about 6:30 when Twitten and I finally got up the nerve to look inside again. The holiday makers were all heading back to their hotels, the day trippers back to the station and the coach stops. It would have been a perfect day for our exhibition on the beach. When I say the marquee was empty, when I say it was empty, I don't mean just that the people had gone, although they had gone. Vince, Maisie, Mrs Groynes, the boy, the inspector. Flaming heck, Twitten!
It's all flaming gone!
Even the car, sir. How on earth did anyone get the car out?
I can't take it in.
No, sir.
Flaming heck!
Yes.
Even the trestle tables.
Everything, sir.
Those tablecloths belong to my mum.
Look! This is where they took it all out, sir. Someone dropped a garrote.
Oh.
What on earth are we going to tell Scotland Yard?
Oh, the car!
The walking stick!
All this time, Twitten, we were telling the truth. There really wasn't anything to see.
Of course, we tried to trace the purloined items, and some of them came back to us in the long run by the natural course of events, i.e. when they were used extensively by unscrupulous villains to perpetrate further crimes in Brighton over the following weeks. The car, of course, was never seen again. But it wasn't all bad. One rather unexpected consequence of the whole affair was that Doris, the Tottenham holidaymaker with the cat, who hates to go next door, came down by train a week later, ostensibly to apologise to me for her behaviour, but actually to inform me over a couple of port and lemons that she'd never been handled by anyone like that before. Me and Doris have had quite a few dates now. I take her to the wrestling at the Alhambra, and afterwards we take a walk on the beach. Well, it takes all sorts. Inspector Steine, of course, was just happy to put the whole thing behind him as quickly as possible.
Mrs Groynes! Mrs Groynes! Oh, goodness. Hello, Brighton Constabulary. No, she's not here at the moment. Well, yes, I can certainly take a message. Hold on. Very well, go ahead. The paint job's a pony. Right, now, hang on. Pony. Yes. And the plates is a ton. What, ton, as in ton weight? Well, if you're sure. Plates is a ton. There we are. Yes. Right, cheerio, bye. Yes. The paint job is a pony and the plates is a ton. Gibberish. Now, where does she keep those Garibaldis, that wicked, wicked woman? In episode 3 of the Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens, Rudy, Ethan Brooke, Maisie, Carla Mendonça, Ventriloquist Vince, Kim Wall, Doris, Rachel Atkins, and Roy, Will Keane. Music was by Anthony May. The producer was Karen Rose. The Casebook of Inspector Steine is a Sweet Talk production for BBC Radio 4. And coming up next week,
Mrs Adelaide Vine.
Don't forget she shot you and left you for dead, sir.
She never even got in touch to see if your wound got better.
And I love her for it.
So do I, sir.
And me.
Oh, right. Come in. Right. You must be, Phyllis Upperfifth. I'm Mr Brunswick.
The girl's right. You're sweet.
Oh, right. Right, so it says here, Phyllis. No, do you think you could sit on the chair rather than on the... and could you not touch her? Oh. Yeah, it says here that your preferred occupation... Now, stop that! Would be something in the serious fraud line. Or... archaeology. Now, as your new careers master, obviously I'm going to urge the archaeology. Oh, Professor Hinge, thank goodness.
Oh, Phyllis, I thought you might be here. Give it all back, Phyllis.
Oh, Squeaky, must I? Oh, all right.
Well, that's my pen. I don't understand. That's my St. Christopher.
Oh, you go.
My wallet, my lucky rabbit's foot. What? Oh, flaming heck, that's the dressing off my latest flesh wound.
The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 4. The Uses of Literacy.
In Brighton, Everyone knows the famous girls' school, Lady Laris Larradi, with its big old neo-Gothic building right on the seafront to the east of the town. Not to mention its electrified fence and dog patrols. The rumours that go around. Sunbaths in the nude, swimming in the nude, hockey in the nude, orange juice. It's one of those cranky progressive schools, you see. Parents pay a flaming fortune to send their daughters there.
Exposure of the skin to sunlight.
To listeners to the Home Service, of course, its founder and headmaster, Erasmus Hinge, is almost as famous as our own dear Inspector Steine.
As for discipline, never drive where you may lead.
Whenever the subject of teenage discipline comes up on the wireless, and it's been coming up a lot recently, Professor Erasmus Hinge will be on the panel putting everyone right.
Now there I would agree.
Well, I would expect you to.
When I say everyone knew about Lady Laris Larradi, it turns out there was one person who didn't know very much about it.
Inspector Steine, hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Inspector Steine?
Yes?
Oh, thank heavens I got straight through to you. To you, Inspector Steine, sitting at your own desk.
Well, you must have dialed the right number, I expect.
Yes, I must.
It is easily done.
Yes.
Who is this, please?
You don't know me, Inspector, and it's probably best for you if you never do.
Are you sure? I mean, you sound very familiar, my dear. The sound of your voice is making all the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. And forgive me for mentioning it, but something else is... Oh, dear.
What's happening, Inspector?
Oh, good heavens. Oh, sorry, blood's just started pouring out my nose. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about this. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, what a mess. Why can you never find a hanky? Oh, there we are. Oh, I do apologise, madam, but that was unbelievably unpleasant.
Listen, I may not have much time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm telephoning from Lady Laris Larradi, Inspector, at considerable risk.
Oh.
There's something you ought to know. Something you must do.
Yeah. Sorry, you're calling from where? I'd better make a note.
From Lady Laris Larradi.
Any chance you could spell that?
Oh, I don't have much time, Inspector. You must send an undercover officer to this school at once.
Oh, of course. Yes, it's a school.
Listen very carefully.
Very well, yes.
Next week, a very eminent old girl is visiting Lady L to open a new science block.
Right.
That old girl is one of the biggest villains the southeast of England has ever known, Inspector.
A woman villain, madam? Are you mad?
I assure you I'm not, Inspector. This particular woman villain almost never appears except in cunning disguise.
Oh.
Her name when she attended Lady L in the 1920s was Palmyra Fitzherbert.
Palmyra Fitzherbert. Palmyra?
But of course I have no idea what she calls herself today. Now, here is my proposal.
Okay.
If you can get one of your men into the school, posing, for example, as a careers master, you will be able to bag one of the greatest criminal minds of the 20th century.
Huh.
Now, can you think of anyone under your command suitable for such a dangerous undercover operation?
Well, not really, no. Well, I certainly wouldn't do it myself for all the tea in China.
Now, he would need to be brave, loyal, honest, with a real aversion to villains and villainy.
Sorry. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Come in. Ah, Brunswick.
Oh, sorry, sir, I'll come back.
Honestly, that man is so absurdly keen. No, madam, sorry. Where were we?
Trying to think of somebody brave, loyal, absurdly keen, perhaps. And so on.
No.
Tall, blue eyes, competent, knowledgeable of the law, often wounded in the line of duty. Name begins with a B.
B. Well, there is Brunswick, I suppose.
Inspector Steine, how clever you are. No one else would ever have thought of Sergeant Brunswick. But there is one more thing.
Look, who's in charge here? That's what I'd like to know.
Your Sergeant Brunswick must tell no one at the station of this mission. No one. Not even the station charlady. Is that understood?
Look, madam,
I said, is that understood?
Yes.
How's the bleeding?
I think it stopped.
Oh.
That's good. Oh, no. Oh, no, it started again. It started again. Oh, help!
So no one knows where Sergeant Brunswick has gone? That's most irregular, surely, Mrs Groynes?
It is, dear, and I'll tell you what else. Do you know what I found in the inspector's waste paper basket this morning? This.
Palmyra Fitzherbert. Palmyra? What an extraordinary name. Imagine calling that out in the evening. Palmyra, come in here, your tea's getting cold. Do you think the inspector was trying to come up with the unlikeliest name in the world, Mrs G?
It's my name, dear.
And it's very, very lovely. And this is absolutely super cup of tea. This new arrangement isn't too difficult, is it, Mrs G?
Oh, what new arrangement's that, then?
Oh, you know, you back to running all the crime in Brighton, and me back to being powerless to stop you.
Well, I have to say it's an arrangement that suits me right down to the ground, dear.
Oh, stand by your beds, Achtung, rouse, make mine a key, Aura, dear. The inspector's coming.
Twitten.
Morning, sir.
Now, look, Twitten, I expect I'll live to regret this, but I need to pick your brains.
Gosh, sir.
You see, you're a typical young person, aren't you? Red-blooded and so forth?
Yes, sir, very much so. Why do you ask, sir?
Well, it's for my broadcast. People keep telling me I ought to address the subject of juvenile delinquency. Rock around the clock, rebels without a cause, teenagers lounging about in moot bars and so on. It's all, our youth seems to have no direction, no purpose, they're all armed and dangerous, and so forth. Now, you don't feel seething and purposeless, do you, Twitten?
No, sir, I never have. My father...
They're tearing the seats up at the cinemas. They're running wild. Have you ever torn up a cinema seat, Twitten?
Never, sir. You see, my father...
Good lad. That's all I needed to know.
Cup of tea, dear.
Oh, thank you.
I could do some research for you, sir, if that would help.
Research, Twitten?
Well, you know, I don't seem to have much to do at the moment. Not now that a monolithic criminal regime has reasserted its evil grip on the entire town, so that anything we do is pointless.
Oh, look at him, dear. Him and his evil grip.
Tell you what, sir. I could go and see Rock Around the Clock on your behalf. That way you could have some real empirical evidence, as opposed to the merely anecdotal that you so often rely on for your journalistic simplifications, sir.
Yes, all right.
Very good, sir.
But you always have to push it, don't you, Twitten? You always have to push it.
Knock, sir. Dr. Hinge? Come in. Yeah, I would have knocked properly, sir, but...
I know. No door. The girls, you see. Oh, dear me, yes, the girls. Have a seat. At least they didn't take that.
Yes. Yes, sir. It's an honour to meet you, sir. I've heard you many times on the wireless. Your revolutionary attitudes to education have been...
Yes. Heard it all before, of course. Yes, but good of you to say it. You say it if you must. Now, you'll forgive me if I don't take too much of a deep personal interest in you, Mr.
Brunswick.
Brunswick? Yes. I'm afraid the girls can be quite hard on careers masters. You'll be the 5th this term. Don't play cards with them. That should help. I'm not breaking any confidences if I tell you that many of them spend summer months on Mississippi steamboats.
Oh, right.
Mrs. Vine.
Don't get up, Squeaky.
Mrs. Vine! Mrs. Adelaide Vine is my deputy head, Mr. Brunswick. The girls call her Ada, of course. Do you know each other?
In a manner of speaking, Squeaky, I once shot Mr. Brunswick and left him for dead.
Good heavens. You girls. Anyone for spinach juice?
Oh, Mrs. Vine. The woman who deliberately broke the heart of Inspector Steine using all her womanly wiles. She who used borrowed kittens as a means of entrapment. She who pretended her fish and chip business was being sabotaged just so that she could exploit our primitive male protective instincts. And now she had deliberately brought me to the school. She wanted to expose to the police the woman who had donated this expensive new science block. I waited till the dead of night, and then, when all was quiet, I went to see what all the fuss was about. 1. I tiptoed in. 2. And pulled 3. all the blinds. 4. Oh. 5. Now.
Come to see what all the fuss is about, Sergeant?
You! Here!
Oh, Sergeant, you are funny. Tell me what you thought you might find here. Have you been watching those silly St. Trinian's films?
Well, yes.
So you're expecting a gin still, I suppose, and an explosives factory and possibly an electric computer devoted to calculating betting systems for the racetrack?
Well, yes.
Then welcome to the real St. Trinian, Sergeant. The Lady L girls prefer vodka, but that's about the only difference. I can't wait to see your face tomorrow when you see just whose earnings have made all this possible.
I was looking at the school photographs in the corridor, Mrs. Vine. I thought I saw you there.
Yes, I'm an old girl too. I called myself Marina Montpelier in those days. My best friend was Palmyra Fitzherbert. Monty and Fitz was how we were known. We were inseparable, Sergeant.
Monty and Fitz. And how long is it since you saw Monty?
I was Monty.
Oh, sorry. How long is it since you saw Fitz?
About a year. She didn't recognise me.
My own school was the London Road Technical Academy for Promising Street Urchins.
Oh, really, how fascinating.
It was, well, it was more conventional in educational terms than this.
Yes. Oh, dear. I seem to have switched off the light, Sergeant. You see how you can inflame a woman with your talk of a dull, conventional schooling in the London Road?
Why did you get me here, Mrs. Vine? Mrs. Vine? Where are you?
I couldn't stop thinking about you.
You're lying, Mrs. Vine. That's not true. You never even got in touch to find out if my wound had got better. And it never has, actually. Thank you for asking.
But I have a woman's heart, Sergeant. A woman's drives. I had to see you again. And I'd observed you. I'd started to think, what would make him love me? And the answer came, leading him to a notorious villainess.
You're using me, that's all. I know it. The way you used the inspector. Mrs. Vine?
Well, if that's what you think.
I do.
You're perfectly free to leave.
Oh! Ah! Oh!
And you're also perfectly free to kiss me.
Morning, Mrs. Groynes.
Morning, dear. Cup of tea.
Oh, yes, please. That's a nice hairdo, Mrs. G. Is it for something special? Oh, thank you.
As it happens, it is for something special. Something very special. But you don't want to hear all about my personal little doings now, do you?
Well, yes, I do.
No, dear, you don't, because they're none of your business, you see, dear. Now, how was Rock Around the Clock?
How was, what, Mrs. G?
Rock Around the Clock, dear, with Bill Ailey and his Ailey's Comets.
Oh, that, yes. Well, it was a very useful anthropological exercise, thank you. I'll report fully to the inspector in due course, although, well, I'm sure he's forgotten, so he won't be very interested.
I'm glad it had that useful anthropological dimension for you, dear. I expect you took notes and what all.
I did.
Because what I heard was that in between the note-taking and appearing through your field glasses at the rioting Teddy Boys, you hit someone quite hard with a torn-out armrest.
Oh, no.
I heard you got so completely caught up in the brawl, dear, that you shouted out, "To think I could have been at home at the station house listening to the Wayne's Truss instead of experiencing this." And then you biffed someone in the eye, dear.
Who told you that?
Oh, I've got my spies, dear.
Morning, Twitten. Morning, Mrs. Groynes.
Don't you worry, dear. Your secret's safe with me. Cup of tea, Inspector.
Oh, that would be lovely, Mrs. G. What secret's this, then? Oh, you haven't heard from Brunswick at that blasted girls' school.
Oh, my good God.
What school is that, sir? Are you all right, Mrs. G?
Oh, yes, dear, I'm right as rain, dear, right as rain. But it was just you saying something about a school, dear. That's what's done it.
Well, of course, and please forget at once that I did so, dear, oh dear. The thing is, you see, I'm not supposed to mention it.
Oh, aren't you, dear?
Not to anybody, not even to you, Mrs. Groynes.
Really, dear? Cup of tea with a nice bourbon biscuit, dear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the mysterious tip-off caller from Lady Laris Laradai actually said, if you can believe this, don't tell anyone, not even the station charlady.
Go on. I'll put some of these on a plate, shall I, dear?
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you say mysterious tip-off caller...
You don't have to tell us, sir.
Yes, you can if he likes. There you are, dear.
Oh,
I'm sure the caller had a perfectly good reason to say whatever he did about keeping the sergeant's mission a complete secret, sir. It might put the sergeant in danger, sir.
It was a woman caller, actually.
Oh.
You don't say, dear. What's the world coming to? Women using the phone and everything. What sort of age would you say she was, dear?
Sir, I think I have something to tell you, sir.
Twitten, what's got into you?
I got so caught up in the atmosphere at Rock Around the Clock last night that I got involved in a brawl, sir.
A brawl?
So I think you should stop right now, stop talking about Sergeant Brunswick's secret mission and reprimand me severely, sir, for my professional misconduct. I took a girl to a milk bar. My only excuse was that the music was so vital, sir, so raw and alive. It made me feel something I've never, ever felt before.
Oh, look, it's not such a big secret.
Please, sir, don't!
All I know is that there's some major villainess visiting the school later today to open some new science building.
Oh, sir!
And since this woman never usually appears in her true guise, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for Brunswick, working undercover as a careers master, to identify her. And now, for goodness sake, Twitten, that can't hurt anyone, can it?
Knock, knock, sir. You wanted to see me?
Ah, Mr. Brunswick. The hour approaches.
Oh, yes, sir. It's very exciting, sir. It's a magnificent new facility you've got there. It must have cost that old girl of yours a flaming fortune.
It did, yes, it did. Flaming fortune, yes. Which is why I, yeah, besser laufen als faulen.
Yes, sir.
I can't remember whether I've shown you this highly interesting feature of the school.
Oh, no, sir. It appears to be a tunnel, sir.
Well done. Yes, a tunnel. Will you catch you? Good. Straight ahead. Tread carefully, that's right. It's a bit dark. Feel along the wall, that's right. There's a whole system of smugglers' tunnels down here, you see. Oh. The girls use them all the time, of course. Some of them come out under the cliffs, others in bank vaults, at the racecourse, in seedy railway taverns and so forth.
Oh, right.
So, how are you enjoying the school so far?
Well, it's been a bit hard work, sir. The girls already have such fixed ideas about what they want to be. But I think I finally got Daphne in the upper third to give up her ambition to be a professional assassin, sir.
That's an enormous achievement, Mr. Brunswick. What does she want to do now?
She'd like to be a dictator, sir. She's got her eye on a quite suitable small Caribbean island. We've been monitoring its political upheavals by means of that ticker-tape machine installed in the new science lab.
Oh, bravo. Oh, now, if you'll be so kind as to go down that ladder.
Oh, this ladder, sir?
That's right.
Down here?
That's right.
Ooh. It's a bit dark, sir.
Well, it's very interesting. You see, this was probably the first of the smugglers' tunnels to the sea. 18th century.
Oh.
Can you hear the waves in the distance?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, it's very smelly, sir, and incredibly dark. Are you coming down yourself, or shall I come back up now?
Oh, neither. Oh, I nearly forgot.
What are you doing? The ladder?
Well, I'll come back to you later, Sergeant. Have no fear. Oh, you don't mind me calling you Sergeant, do you, I suppose?
Sergeant? Oh, flaming heck!
Don't be alarmed when the sea comes in.
What?
As Plato observes, it always goes out again.
Oh.
Leaving the world in some way changed forever.
No!
Yes. Never drive where you may lead.
Oh,
and don't you concern yourself about the fate of Mrs. Vine, Sergeant.
Mrs. Vine?
I don't know whether you notice this, but between you and me, Adelaide Vine is rather wicked. I sometimes ask myself whether it has something to do with the irresponsible way she was educated.
Well, you can imagine how I felt. I felt helpless. And then I felt angry. And then I felt helpless again. And then I thought, I'll never know who that criminal mastermind is now. And I thought, I love you, Adelaide Vine. Run, Ada dearest, don't let them catch you. And as the waters rose, I remembered a little dog I had when I was a nipper. Joey his name was, little Joey. And then I suppose I just waited, helplessly, while events unfolded inexorably in the school above.
Oh, bravo, Palmyra, bravo.
That did go well, didn't it?
It was masterly, my dear. Notice anything different about the place?
Oh, yes, a door.
I had it put on in your honour.
Oh.
It was mainly, however, so that no one would notice our guest here before you'd had a chance to talk to her.
Hello, Monty. Hello, Fitz. Hang on, I was Fitz.
Well, either way, on your instructions, we removed the undercover police sergeant to a place of not exactly safety, but to a place anyway. It's very wicked of you, Adelaide, to invite a policeman to the school. I fear the girls are going to miss you very much. Now, if you had any ideas for escape, my dear, I think you should revise them. Weiter oben sie stehen, desto tiefer sie fallen.
The bigger they come, the harder they fall. Remind me, Squeaky. Goethe, Schiller?
Edward G. Robinson in Little Caesar, 1931. The girls watch it every Saturday night, and for some reason it has subtitles in German. Who can this be? You see, this is the disadvantage of having a door. Phyllis!
Squeaky, nice door.
I'm afraid this is a rather inconvenient moment, Phyllis. As you see, I have...
Auntie Pat!
Phyllis!
I thought you must have gone, Auntie. The girls adored your speech.
Oh, I bet they did.
Oh, hello, Ada. You look a bit sick.
Oh, don't worry about me, Phyllis.
Yeah, don't worry about her, dear.
But listen, Squeaky, I need to tell you something. The thing is, this morning, my new young man called the school and asked for me. He said he needed to see me urgently, you see, and he had to get inside the school without anyone knowing. So, I told him to use that tunnel that comes out behind the lavatories on the Undercliff Walk. The high and dry one, obviously, not the one with the cavern that fills up with seawater at high tide.
And the point of all this fascinating subterranean detail is...
I'm so sorry, Squeaky, but I think he's a copper.
What?
What?
Oh, not another one.
I met him a couple of days ago at the pictures, Squeaky, and he was so sweet I just didn't guess. He was rioting like anything when we met. How was I to know he was a rotten bogey? I thought he was a bona fide juvenile delinquent.
Rock around the clock.
Anyway, so when I asked the operator where the call had come from, and she said it was Brighton Police Station, I thought I'd better come and tell you. He's a copper, Auntie. And the worst of it is...
What?
His name's Twitten. Oh, where did Mrs. Vine go?
You won't get far without a torch, Palmyra.
Have we got a torch?
I
thought not. Oh, Hinge, come on.
22 degrees north. Let's see. Gosh, I'm glad I brought this torch. It would have been jolly difficult without. Well, if this map is correct and the compass is accurate, I'm getting pretty close. Oh my goodness, it's the sergeant! Sir! Sir, can you hear me? I'm here, sir!
Here, boys! Here! Don't drown!
I'm coming, sir! I'm coming! Hold on, sir! I'm coming!
I really ought to get some lights installed.
You're telling me, dear.
I don't know about you, but I can't see you.
We can't let her get away, Hinge. Not this time. Hinge. Hinge, where are you? What's that? Hinge.
I've got a gun, Monty.
Where did she go? Where did she go?
Where are they? Who's that with the torch?
Mrs. Vine.
Constable?
Mrs. Vine, what are you doing here?
I've been working at the school. Hold on. You know Mrs. Groynes, too.
Oh, you're not going to tell me the enormous news that she's a criminal mastermind, formerly known as Palmyra Fitzherbert?
Yes.
Waste of time, I'm afraid. I keep trying to tell people, but no one believes me. I'm coming, sir! Where's Sergeant Brunswick?
I can take you to him, Constable, but on one condition, that you give me that torch.
So that you can get away, I suppose.
Yes.
Oh, you're so evil, Mrs. Vine.
I promise I'll never go undercover again!
All right.
Good. I don't suppose you have a rope ladder with you?
All I can properly remember is the moment Twitten let that ladder down into the water.
We're here, sir! Grab hold, sir!
I had a brief glimpse of Adelaide Vine.
Don't forget me, Sergeant. Oh, what a very promising street urchin you turned out to be.
Adelaide. And the next thing I knew, I was in an ambulance with Twitten and Mrs. Groynes. Although what she was doing in that evil school, I'm sure I don't know. I was in the hospital for a whole fortnight.
What are we saying basically, Brunswick?
The inspector came to see me.
Sweeping the nation.
I would lie there saying, really, very good, sir, but actually what I was doing, well, I was thinking about Adelaide and working everything out. You see, there never was an old girl villainess, was there? Adelaide Adelaide made it all up just to get me to the school. What a genius. Then when Hinch found out I was a policeman and tried to shut me up, well, she saved me. My pointless and nearly fatal undercover operation actually all makes sense if you look at it like that. But do you know what was really lovely? In the next couple of weeks I got 24 get-well-soon cards from the girls, including one all the way from the island of Santa Veronica. It was from Daphne, in the upper third, inviting me any time I like to come and stay with her, and offering armed guards and everything. So, a little bit of good did come out of it, after all.
In episode 4 of the Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens, Hinge, Nicholas Le Prevot, Adelaide, Janet Ellis, Phyllis, Michelle Tate, and female panellist Sophie Dearlove. Music was by Anthony May. The producer was Karen Rose. The Uses of Literacy was a Sweet Talk production for BBC Radio 4. And coming up next week...
Upper-class people use different words for things, that's all.
What's wrong with calling a serviette a flaming serviette?
Oh, do forgive me for disturbing you, Inspector.
Oh, hello.
I couldn't help but notice you're reading my dear friend Nancy's new publication. She will be so pleased when I write and tell her that the Brighton Constabulary's famous Inspector Steine is a fan.
Sorry, your dear friend's...
Noblesse oblige. This book.
Oh, this?
It's written by a friend of mine, Nancy Mitford.
Oh, really? Good heavens.
We took our first polo lessons together at Balmoral in 1910. I was only 10 months old and she a mere gel.
But I haven't actually started it yet. My constable thought that I should...
Melamine.
What?
My card. It's embossed.
Oh, yes, lovely. And the 8th, oh...
But the form of address is Lord, or just Melamine.
Oh.
Yes, the Mitfords have been my friends for as long as I can remember. First there was Nancy, of course. Then Jemima. You'll know of Jemima, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. Jemima.
And then Gravity.
Oh, yes.
Oh, poor Gravity.
Yes.
To be brought down like that.
Well, you know what they say, gravity by name.
True. You know, Panda was always my favourite.
Panda, really? Not, who's the other one?
Jampot.
That's it?
No, for me it was always Panda. The way she arm-wrestled Stalin in Yalta. The way she introduced the dear Mahatma to clay pigeon shooting. The way she drove F. Scott Fitzgerald to drink.
Ah, yes.
Look, may I buy you a frothy coffee, Inspector? It'd be the most enormous pleasure.
Oh.
The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 5, Room at the Top.
It caused quite a stir, the publication of Nancy Mitford's Noblesse Oblige. This was the book that divided the world, for better or worse, into you and non-you. Not that our resident clever Dick Constable Twitten needed enlightening on the subject, of course.
Well, sir, the thing is, I read all about it 3 years ago in the Finnish Philological Journal, Neue Philologische Mitteilungen, April 1954.
You read it well?
Oh, you know, dear, the new Philogormus Mittens Lounge. I'm forever dithering between that and TV Mirror and Disc News, aren't you, dear?
Well, the author said, thank you, and it was pretty self-evident, really, was that the English upper class, or you, now relies solely on its old-fashioned dialect to distinguish it from the hoi polloi.
Really?
For example, Mrs Groynes, Sergeant Brunswick, what would you call that thing there on the wall?
What, dear, that looking glass, dear?
I'd call it a mirror, son, because it is one, dear, oh dear. Any more of that tea, Mrs G?
It's mirror, you see, that's jolly interesting, sir. And what about this jar of stuff here?
What?
This.
Look.
With the golly on it.
Strawberry jam.
And this?
That. Look, Twitten.
Please, sir, I'm merely trying to demonstrate...
It's a serviette.
Or a napkin.
But, sir, you would definitely call it...
A serviette. Look, what's going on? Has everyone gone mad? It's a flaming serviette. That's jam, that's a mirror, and that's a flaming serviette.
Or a napkin. Here's your tea, dear.
Mrs Groynes?
Yes, dear.
Have you read the book?
Me, dear? Oh, I've got better things to do, dear.
It's just that most people of your class would definitely say serviette.
Class? What's class got to do with it all of a sudden? What are you implying, Twitten?
Sorry, sir, I'm just curious, sir. I don't mean any harm by it.
Really, dear? Well, as people of my class sometimes say, you seem to be asking for a right old punch up the bracket.
I didn't mean... It's just that upper class people say napkin or looking glass.
Look!
Just as they say lavatory instead of toilet, or wireless instead of radio.
Look! Here comes the inspector, dear.
Look!
Which is interesting.
Look, for Pete's sake, what's wrong with calling a serviette a serviette?
Morning.
Morning, sir. Sorry, morning, sir.
Cup of tea, dear. I think you arrived in the nick of time.
Oh, that would be lovely. Is everything going on?
Pardon me for asking, sir, but have you read that copy of Noblesse Oblige I lent you?
Oh, no, not yet. But, on the other hand, I've actually met someone who knows this Nancy Mitford of yours, so perhaps I don't need to.
Really, sir?
Yeah.
A friend of Nancy Mitford?
Oh, yes, he knows all the Mitfords, in fact.
All of them, sir?
Yeah, lovely girls. Jemima, Gravity...
Jessica, sir, Unity.
He's the one who knows them, Twitten.
Yeah, here you are, dear. Take no notice of the constable, dear.
I certainly shall.
But,
yeah, he's having one of his insufferable days, isn't he, Sergeant?
Flaming wellies. You are!
Who's this new friend of yours, then?
But I don't think I've ever met anyone like him before. He's just so... What's the word?
Ooh, clean?
No. Posh. Yes.
Do you
know, this chap told me he was actually playing polo at Balmoral before he was a year old.
Well, that's impossible, sir.
Well, apparently not, Twitten, since he did it. Now, look at this. Embossed.
Well,
yes.
Can I see?
Yeah, here.
What did he look like, dear, this, Lord Melamine?
Would a lord be doing in Luigi?
Yeah, he didn't have a wall eye by any chance, dear.
Yeah, he did, as a matter of fact. This is a lovely cup of tea.
Sir, I hope you don't mind my mentioning this, sir, but this book does inadvertently instruct charlatans on how to pretend to be something they're not, by having their cards embossed instead of printed, for example.
Well, lucky for me, then, that I have a highly tuned sensitivity to fraudulence of any kind.
Well, not really, sir. I mean, don't forget you fell for that April Fool's Day panorama report about spaghetti growing on trees.
Oh, dear.
Here in the spaghetti fields on the Swiss-Italian border, the spaghetti harvest is a little late this year. Generations of cultivation have ensured that every strand of spaghetti grows to exactly the same length. Something up, sir?
More tea, dear. Anyone?
No, thank you, Mrs. Groynes. I'm going out.
What?
You know he felt a real nana over that spaghetti thing, Constable.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think you should apologise, dear. At once, if you've got any sense.
Would you rather I hadn't explained it to you, sir?
Twitten, we're not going to discuss this again. When the BBC deliberately sets out to deceive the public...
You were about to broadcast an appeal for relief against the depredations caused by the spaghetti weevil, sir. I had to tell you.
Brunswick, are you coming?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what. I'll introduce you to my new posh friend.
Thank you, sir.
Shall I come too, sir?
No, Twitten, no. Why don't you stay here and read a book?
Poor Twitten. But that's the trouble with being cleverer than everyone else, I suppose. He would have loved to meet someone who'd met Nancy Mitford, and I got to meet him instead. The only thing was, the minute I laid eyes on this wall-eyed cove, I just knew he was a wrong 'un.
Now, this is the sort of thing I would mention only to two good law-abiding friends like yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
Is that...
It's a gold brick, Sergeant. A genuine gold brick.
Good God.
Certainly takes the breath away, doesn't it?
Good God.
There's an interesting story. This was part of a consignment of Russian gold loaded onto the battleship Potemkin at the time of the 1905 revolution. In the 1920s, it belonged to Rudolf Valentino, and then the Nazis got hold of it. But General Eisenhower liberated it from Berlin, and then... Inspector?
Look at that, Brunswick.
Sorry, do carry on.
Right. Shall I put it back out of sight?
I think you'd better, sir.
Right. It's gone.
Good God.
Now, what I need from you two upstanding members of the community is advice.
Advice about what, sir?
I need to find a home for 5 of these gold bricks, Sergeant, in the next 24 hours. I don't mind if I get a mere fraction of what they're worth, but I don't wish to have anything to do with criminals.
Why is that, sir?
Because they're villains, usually, and they find out where you live.
No, I mean, why do you have to get rid of the gold?
Oh. Death duties. Never had it so good, the man says. Well, not if you inherit a stately home in 1957. Game licenses, primogeniture penalties, richness tariffs, you wouldn't believe it. Window tax.
No, I know. I'm so sorry.
Yes, well, naturally, one doesn't wish to do anything illegal.
No.
Which is why I thought I should ask the dear Inspector for his advice.
Yes?
I can't legally sell this gold on the open market, but I can sell it privately, so long as I do it in the next 24 hours before the official inventory's taken and I'm obliged to declare it. It's an insane situation, but the topsy-turvy fact of it is, if I could get, say, just £30 for each brick, I would be personally better off than if I keep the gold. To tell you the absolute truth, I'm desperate to get it off my hands.
Is it? Well, I hope you don't mind my asking, sir, but is it real?
Here.
Blimey.
Would you like to take it away for authentication purposes, Sergeant?
You'd trust me with this?
Of course. But the Inspector hasn't said anything. Inspector.
I'm sorry. My eyes are watering.
Oh, here, use this serviette.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll look for the toilet. Oh, Inspector Steine, after all this time of listening to you on the radio, this is such a privilege.
You're sure he said radio?
He said toilet, he said radio, and he said serviette. He obviously hasn't read that precious book of yours very carefully, has he?
Oh, I knew it.
Pardon, Mrs G?
Oh, nothing. Cup of tea, dear.
Oh, lovely. Oh, but the thing is, Twitten, even if he is a charlatan, there's no doubt that this is real. I've been to 3 different goldsmiths. It's worth just under £500. I don't get it, Twitten, I just don't get it. Why would Melamine want to sell 5 of these gold bricks to the Inspector for 150?
The Inspector's already done a deal.
Who wouldn't? They're meeting this evening at the Metropole at 8 o'clock. I'm to take this back there this afternoon. The Inspector is cashing in all his premium bonds.
Oh, dear.
Oh, is that my tea?
Here you are, dear. Do you mind if I sit down?
Oh, no, of course.
Now, will you tell him, Constable, or will I?
Tell me what?
This gold brick nonsense,
It's a classic scam, sir.
Classics?
And there have been several reports of it in recent editions of the Police Gazette. Was that why you asked about the walleye, Mrs G?
Oh, no, dear, that was just a lucky guess.
You see, sir, this brick is real, but the ones he sells the Inspector will look identical, but will be made of brass.
That's right, dear.
With files of mercury inside to make up the weight.
That's shocking!
Yes.
That's fundamentally dishonest!
And in the Police Gazette there have been many mentions of a confidence trickster operating the gold brick fraud around the country. A confidence trickster, as it happens, with a distinctive wall eye.
Walleye Pete, dear.
Gosh.
He'll have targeted the Inspector, knowing of his reputation for good-natured gullibility and overall idiocy. Oh, it's fiendishly clever, dear. And this is almost the perfect crime, because no famous and respected policeman would dare admit to being conned, you see. Oh. Not when it would obviously attract accusations of narniness.
Yes.
Don't you ever read the Gazette yourself, dear?
Well, I do the crossword.
I suppose he did feel a bit of a nana over that spaghetti thing.
Yes, dear. And no thanks to a certain clever young person rubbing it in at every opportunity. So I think we'll have to come up with something subtle and ingenious, dears, that will get rid of Walleye Pete, but at the same time not make the Inspector feel he's all of a sudden yellow, curved, grows in big bunches in Jamaica. Got the word Fifes written across him in blue. Now, this standard around Jordan won't get Archbishop Macarius to renounce violence and get that thorny Cyprus question sorted for good and all out, will it, dears? I've got a nip all foam for some bits.
I am often asked what makes a good policeman. Is it having perfect eyesight and enormously big flat feet? No. What makes a good policeman is simply a clear and detailed knowledge of the law. I mention this because it is sometimes suggested by modern novelists that the police themselves flout the law whenever it suits them. But I am here to tell you that the law is a policeman's daily meat and drink. You'd be surprised how many of us do actually have big fat feet, though. And getting slippers to fit is a really difficult job. I mean, I go to a little man in hose who's extremely talented.
I don't like it, Twitten. It offends my instinctive sense of right and wrong. Also, no offence, Mrs Groynes, but are we expecting a famous confidence trickster to be taken in by our charlady dressed up like a duchess?
Pass me the first stole, dear. I think it's on the chair.
Here you are, Mrs G.
Diamond bracelet?
Oh, here.
Right, dears. Prepared to be amazed. How's that?
Flaming heck.
Gosh, well done, Mrs G.
Thank you. Moses supposes his toes is a roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Now, you run along to his hotel, Sergeant, and take his gold brick back. Then take the inspector to Luigi's and keep him there till 8 o'clock.
Right, 8 o'clock.
Meanwhile, I'll be in the bar at the Metropole at 6:30 sharp.
6:30 sharp.
And the constable can raid the room at 7:15.
Right, 7:15, right. Right.
You off then, dear?
Right, so I just keep Inspector Steine occupied?
That's right.
For about 4 hours until it's all over?
Yes.
Right.
You seem confused by something, sir.
Well, I don't seem to be doing anything useful, that's all, Twitten. I mean to say, I am a policeman, and I have a lot of experience of undercover work.
Yes, but the thing is, dear, Pete knows you already, doesn't he? He's seen you in the uniform.
Oh, right. Yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah, and whereas me and young Twitten here, he hasn't met. Do you see? I hope you don't mind my mentioning it, dear, but I think this might be something you tend to overlook when going undercover in the normal way of things, dear.
What do I overlook?
That all the villains in this town know what you flaming well look like, dear.
Right. Well, that's a bit of a...
Sorry, sir. That was a bit harsh, Mrs G.
No, that's all right. Point taken, Mrs Groynes, point taken.
You better get going, then.
We promised to tell you all about it afterwards. Look, here's my waiter uniform.
Oh, that's lovely, son. Well, be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Right. I tried not to think about what Mrs Groynes had said, but I couldn't help it. The villains all knew what I looked like. Why hadn't anybody mentioned that before? But I had my job to do, so I did it. I hurried along to the Metropole with the brick, then went to find the inspector at Luigi's. Obviously, I couldn't tell him about our plan because, A, I had to protect him from the truth for the sake of his feelings, and B, it was a little bit illegal.
It's worth how much?
I'll write it down, shall I, sir, with no one everyone hearing. Tell you what, I'll write it on this serviette. £479 each. Meanwhile, Mrs Groynes' plan was going like a dream.
Pardon me for mentioning it. May I? That bracelet of yours, my dear, it's quite beautiful. You must be terribly wealthy, my dear. You're ever so la-di-da.
Oh, Melamine, you men. What do you know about anything? What do you know about jewellery?
Indeed. Look at me. A bluff country earl, my dear, that's all.
You surely don't think that this trinket of mine is real?
No, its value is no concern of mine, of course, but it so closely resembles a piece my mother owned before she went mental, of course.
Oh, no.
Another glass of bubbles. Waiter!
You called, sir?
Waiter, pour us another 2 glasses.
Very good, sir. Of course. Oh, excuse me, madam.
Be careful there.
Oh, be careful. What are you doing?
Oh, no, what have I... Oh, I'm so sorry, madam. Your bracelet, is it all right? Shall I take it?
No, really, everything is fine.
Please leave us. Unhand that lady's bracelet at once.
Of course, sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
Please go away.
Yes, madam.
Now, where were we? Oh, you were just telling me about your poor mother who was mad, poor thing. What is it?
I was just thinking, Celia. May I call you Celia?
If you like, but if you wanted me to answer, my name's Claudia.
Claudia, I have to ask. Were you really not aware that that young man was attempting to steal your diamond bracelet?
Don't be absurd, Melamine. Diamond bracelet. In any case, I'm so careless with things, I do deserve to lose them, honestly. My jewellery, my heart, you know, everything.
Do you know what I've got upstairs in my room?
A monogrammed dressing gown?
2 monogrammed dressing gowns.
Can you imagine what it was like for me missing out on this?
I wasn't the only one who didn't get the joke, Brunswick.
No, sir. I know it made sense that it was me keeping the inspector talking at Luigi's.
The BBC had thousands of complaints.
Yes, sir. But, missing out on Mrs Groynes being the femme fatale.
That's better, isn't it?
What a charming room.
Yes, I always prefer the view from the back of any hotel, don't you? Sea views are so vulgar. Let's, get more comfortable.
Oh, Melamine, could you put this somewhere safe for me? I can see you're so worried about it falling off.
Oh, what a good idea. Where shall I put it?
Over there. In the pocket of your coat.
Good girl. You are a good girl, aren't you?
What's all this, Melamine?
What exactly?
This. Great load of gold brick.
No, leave them, please, Cecilia.
Claudia,
yes. Look, stop it.
Why?
Because they meant a lot to my mother.
What's that? Oh, no.
Open up! Police!
Police? What are the police doing here? What have you done?
Nothing. I can't imagine.
Open up!
My dear, I'm afraid I'd better...
Oh, well, get rid of them as quickly as you can, Melamine.
I certainly shall. Now, look here. What's all this knocking? You?
Yes, me, sir.
But you're...
I'm a policeman, sir, yes, and I'm coming in, sir, so stand back.
It's the waiter chap from downstairs, my dear, the one I thought was trying to steal your bracelet.
Whereas, in fact, I was checking it, sir, yes, and as a result of checking it and recognising it as part of the all from last week's violent robbery on the estate of Lady Maria Osborne...
What?
I am now arresting you, Hilda Jenkins, under the receiving of stolen goods Act.
That's preposterous.
1927, Section 4. I must caution you that anything you say may be used in evidence. And you can drop the la-di-da, Hilda. It won't wash with me. All right?
Celia. Claudia, Cecilia, what's going on? Shall I call for the manager and have this man thrown out?
Oh, all right. I should have guessed you was a copper.
What?
This woman is a notorious criminal, sir. You've had a lucky escape.
What?
You'll be free to go, sir, I'm sure.
Oh, good. Well, I'll go right now, then, if you don't mind. Where's my coat? Oh, yes. Look, I can be gone in seconds, sir. This is honestly the most horrible thing that's ever happened to me. I feel quite ill.
Well, not so fast. I just need to find out one thing. Where are the diamonds, Hilda?
Not in my possession, pig.
Oh, come off it. I saw them with my own eyes not 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but his lordship here has got 'em now.
Yes, but...
He's not as innocent as he puts on, dear. He was just about to leave with them in his pocket.
Is this true, sir?
Well,
is this true, sir?
Well, here they are. I took them, yes.
Well, so it's true, sir.
It was only for safekeeping.
Oh, this doesn't look good, sir. This doesn't look good at all. And what's all this?
Now, that gold is mine. That's been in the family for years.
No, he's lying. That's stolen, that is.
No.
So, receiving stolen goods and freighting illicit gold. I hope you like prison food, sir. Unless...
Unless what?
No. Forget I spoke.
What do you mean, unless? Celia, Claudia, Hilda, what did he mean when he said unless?
Oh, can't you guess, dear?
What? What?
He's got a price, dear. They've all got a price.
But he's a policeman.
Belt up, Hilda.
Oh, shut up, you're all the same.
Seize it, you wasp.
Look, officer, this has nothing to do with
I'm
me.
afraid I don't believe you, sir. You had the diamonds in your possession. You could be looking at 5 years for aiding and abetting.
Bent coppers are everywhere.
I'm warning you, Hilda.
Arms out, no questions asked.
Listen, you.
Take the gold.
What?
There are 6 bricks there, sir. Take them all, please. Just take it, please, please. Please. Let me go.
Blimey, are you mad, dear? You could have had the likes of him for a couple of bob and a bag of humbugs.
Hilda?
Oh, leave off your big bully.
Bully, am I?
Yeah, I've got friends I
Oh,
have.
so have I.
Please, can I go now?
Right, I'm calling for reinforcements. Don't you try anything. Operator. Operator.
So I'll just leave then. Thank you, officer, thank you. If you're ever in the vicinity of Melamine Hall and you want to learn polo...
Listen, I don't want to see you in this town ever again. Got that?
Yes.
Now op it. Hello? Hello? Operator. Yeah, get me the Brighton police. I said get me the... Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I've dialed the wrong number.
Has he gone?
Yes, dear. Oh, bravo, dear.
Golly, that was the most exciting thing I've ever done.
Constable, Twitten and Mrs Groynes were really pleased with themselves for days, but at least they'd saved Inspector Steine's feelings. He would never know that Lord Melamine was a wicked con man who'd taken him for a mug. The inspector got a single gold brick, the genuine one of course, which I'd carefully marked, and an apology on metropole notepaper. Called away to urgent debate in upper chamber. Charmed to meet you, Melamine. The fake bricks we dumped off the West Pier. You'll go, Twitten. Oh, thank you, sir. Hey, and here goes the last one. Whee! Done. All in all, it was a job extremely well done. Or at least it seemed that way until, a week later, Inspector Steine received a letter from the Home Secretary, who happened to be a friend of,
Oh, we're terribly sorry, sir. We thought he was Wall-Eyed Pete.
Sir.
We thought he was Wall-Eyed Pete. Well, that will sound very convincing in court, Twitten. Thank you. An English lord is going to sue the personnel of the Brighton police for robbing him and half scaring him to death, and we're going to defend ourselves with, oh, we're terribly sorry. We thought he was Wall-Eyed Pete.
It seems Melamine had been raised by his father, the eccentric 7th Earl, to be untouched by aristocratic influences of any sort, as a kind of socialistic experiment. And that's why our chap could only pretend to know the Mitfords, you see, and why he quite happily used non-you words like serviette. But the main thing was, having recently inherited the family fortune, Melamine was on an urgent philanthropic mission to spread his enormous wealth, and had come up with that daft story about inheritance tax just to get honest people to accept gold bars worth 500 quid each. He had picked out the inspector as a recipient of £2,500 because he so admired his broadcasts on the wireless.
It was about here, sir.
About here. Down there, sir.
Yes, I do get the picture, actually, Brunswick. I wonder, could you both just leave me alone for a moment?
Sir. It turned out that Wall-Eyed Pete had been arrested 2 weeks before all this, and you know what? Wall-Eyed Pete didn't even have a wall-eye. It just goes to show, clever or not, you can't trust everything you read.
In episode 5 of The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens, and Lord Melamine, Mark Heath. Music was by Anthony May, the producer was Karen Rose. The Casebook of Inspector Steine was a Sweet Talk production for BBC Radio 4. Next week, in the last episode...
It's all arranged then, Charlie. He's going to get done on Tuesday.
Oh, my God, my life is in danger.
Mrs Groynes has unloaded all the guns in the station, sir.
You both believe me at last.
Careful, Twitten. I can't see anything.
Nor can I, sir.
Ow! What's that?
Oh, I don't know, sir. It was a sort of...
Ow!
Ah, yes, that was probably it, sir.
Oh, dear. Oh. Brunswick, are you there?
Oh, yes, sir. Right behind you.
Right. You couldn't go in front.
Yeah, of course, sir. I'll just have to... Yes, all right. Kingsley, I'll squeeze through there. Ow! Right.
In fact, you go first. Go on.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Twitten. There you go.
Come next to me.
Shush.
We've reached a door, sir.
Please, sir. Please, let's turn back.
Open the door, Brunswick.
Where are we?
Oh, my God.
We still can't see anything.
Steady, sir.
There's someone here.
All right. Who's there?
Ooh, there's nobody here. But me and these fennets, dear.
It's Mrs Groynes.
This is it. Oh, sir. Oh, is this the end for Inspector Steine? The Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss. Episode 6. Endgame.
It all started with a dog, I suppose. Getting a police dog seemed such a good idea when Constable Twitten first told us about them. We called him Bobby. And well, what a nose that dog had. He could track a villain for miles. But it was more than that. What Bobby had was a pure police dog instinct for sniffing out anything dodgy. It was uncanny. For example, one day I took him out for a walk along the seafront, and on the westerly part of the walk he uncovered a Soviet espionage ring operating from a gypsy caravan, and on the easterly return he foiled a bank robbery. There was just one thing wrong with Bobby.
Get him off me!
Bobby! For some reason, he was obsessed with our harmless old station charlady, Mrs Groynes.
I'm so sorry, Mrs G.
Well, do something about it then, Sergeant. Come on.
Bobby, down, boy, down. Now. Go to your basket. Go to your basket. Good boy, good boy. I'm sorry about that, Mrs G. He really seems to have it in for you, doesn't he? I don't know why. This lady makes a lovely cup of tea, Bobby. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Oh, yes, she makes a lovely cup of tea.
Cup of tea, dear.
I wouldn't say no, Mrs G. Oh, here comes the inspector.
Morning, morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, dear. A cup
Now,
of tea.
where's that lovely Bobby dog?
He's over there, dear.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Eh? Oh, there he is. There he is. There he's there. He is. Oh.
He's there, yes.
He's quite a miraculously intelligent creature, Mrs G.
Is that so?
Oh, yes.
Yes, have I got a lovely biggie for you? Have I? Have I? Have I? In my pocket? Have I?
He just keeps on uncovering crime. It's amazing. Oh, sir.
Yes, Brunswick. Oh, yes, Brunswick.
You remember the Volks Railway hold-up of a couple of months ago, sir?
Yeah.
We found a pink scarf at the scene and then lost it when we got back to the station.
Here you are, dear.
Oh, thank you. This is great. Oh, the good boy then. Did you find the scarfie then? Did you find the scarf?
He did, sir. He found it in the ladies' lavatory, sir.
What ladies' lavatory?
The one in this building, sir.
Good heavens. I didn't know there was one. Who uses it?
So it must have been here all along. Tucked behind a cistern with some ammunition and an old hat. I gave it to Bobby to sniff, but I'm afraid to say that's when it all went wrong again.
Why? What happened?
He went straight for Mrs Groynes.
Oh, as per flipping usual.
Oh, I'm sorry, did he?
Look at what he did to me. He only jumped up and clamped his jaws round my arm, the little bleeder.
Dear.
I had to punch him on the nose to get him off.
What can we do, Mrs Groynes?
Oh, don't you worry, dear. I know what I've got to do. That's the point. Oh, yes. I know exactly what I've got to do. And the sooner I get started, the better. Now, where's my coat?
Now, it was obvious why Mrs Groynes didn't like the dog. What was surprising, though, was how little interest young Twitten took in it.
He's keen today.
Yes, sir. I can't actually...
After we'd been out for a few walks, anyway.
Sir.
Yeah, I think he wants to cross the road. Yeah, he wants Twitten is crossing the road. The road, Twitten, look out.
Excuse me.
Sorry, police business. Sorry.
Sorry, sir. I'm sure he doesn't mean any harm, sir. He's just jolly keen.
Well, shall I take him for a
would you, sir? He's not stopping, sir.
Bobby,
Bobby, stop! Stop!
Bobby, stop for a moment! Oh, that's it. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now stay.
Stay. Stay.
Stay. Here you are.
No, Bobby! Flaming it! Sorry! No brakes!
I'm sure we needn't go through this day after day, sir. He's going left, sir. He's so incredibly clever. Oh my God, it's uphill. He's so incredibly clever, sir. He can probably just point on a map at where he wants us to go.
Actually, Twitten. Sorry, I'm sorry. Actually, he's taken me this way a couple of times before. But I couldn't work out what he was trying to tell me. Flaming it!
Are we nearly there, sir?
Yes, we're nearly there. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. That's right. Bobby, good dog. I think this is it. Number 28, here we are. Off you go, Bobby. Now this house. Why is he so interested in this house? He does this every time, Twitten. There's got to be a reason. Twitten, are you all right?
I don't know, sir.
Well, what's the matter? Do you know whose house this is, or don't you?
Oh, I do, sir. It's Mrs Groynes' house, sir.
Oh, no! Bobby, what is wrong with you?
Yes, sir. Bobby keeps leading you to the home of Mrs Groynes.
So this insane delusion about Mrs Groynes still hasn't worn off, Twitten?
No, sir.
You realise it's been 6 months?
I know, sir.
I'm extremely disappointed.
I think it would help me if it weren't so obviously true, sir.
Oh.
Well, the hypnotism charade, you see, was just a clever way.
Any other symptoms?
I don't think so. But what do you mean, sir?
Well, let's see. You don't lie awake at night imagining that everyone in Brighton is, I don't know, being replaced by aliens grown from enormous pods in the back garden, for example.
That's the invasion of the body snatchers, sir.
I know that, Twitten, but the mind's a funny thing.
It certainly is, sir.
You know this is all in your mind, Twitten.
I can handle it, sir. I can. In fact, I've been handling it very successfully for months and months. I deserve a lot of credit, sir. It's just the dog.
What?
It's just the dog, sir. The dog sees it.
Oh.
I'm worried about what Mrs Groynes might do.
Oh, do just listen to yourself, Constable. I'm worried about what Mrs Groynes might do. Polish the floor, that's what Mrs Groynes might do, Twitten. Replace the Ipgul in the lavatories. Spray some Airwick. Bake some rock buns. Come in.
Oh, sorry, sir, are you busy?
No. Come in, Brunswick. We're discussing something very, very serious.
I've got...
Oh, no!
I thought you might like to see him, sir.
Oh, look who it is. Who's this? Who's this, eh? Who is this?
It's the dog, sir.
Well, of course it's the dog. And you'll never guess, sir, it's just solved the Brighton trunk murder.
Oh, no!
Lovely. Are you feeling better now, son?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Oh, you've hardly touched your knickerbocker glory.
No, sir.
No.
Would you like to?
Oh, well, why not? Oh, it must be a strain, son. I don't understand.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
I wish I could help. I do, really.
No one ever listens, you see.
Now, cup of Ovaltine. You seem better already, Twitten, I must say.
Sir, can I ask you something? Could you really, really think about this question? Search your memory and so on. Apply all your mental apparatus to answer it.
If you like, but I'd rather have an Ovaltine.
Yes, sir. Have you honestly never, ever, ever thought Mrs Groynes might be more than she appears to be?
Oh, let me think. No.
Oh.
Never, ever. Never.
All right.
Never. Except... Well...
Yes?
Well, no. Not ever. Never.
So,
You weren't just a little bit confused, sir, when Mrs Groynes came up with an ingenious plan to foil a con man? Or when she dressed up with an unexplained diamond bracelet and spoke in a really convincing posh voice?
Well...
And I thought, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you must have been a little bit surprised by how she came to be present at that girls' school when I rescued you from that underground cavern.
Well...
She coshed that obnoxious child at the open day, sir. She led us to the Caucasus Furs robbery.
Yes,
and all the while, she's supposed to be concerned only with brewing Thai foo and mopping the corridor. Can I ask what happened the other day at the station, sir, when the dog brought you some things from her coat pocket?
Oh, come on, Twitten. He brought me over an innocent youth return ticket to Victoria.
And a wig.
Yes, but she said the wig wasn't hers.
Of course, I'd forgotten that. She said it wasn't hers. And when you asked her what she'd been doing in London...
She said she hadn't been, Twitten, and that she had no idea how that ticket had got into her pockets. But actually... Now I come to think of it, I did think for a second.
When you noticed that Harrods bag on the floor?
The Harrods bag, yes.
Which was filled with money?
Yes!
And that signed programme from the London Palladium to Palmyra Groynes with all my love from
Mario Lanza!
Yes.
You're right. I'd just been about to say something, but I didn't
Because she changed the subject?
Oh, not me, dear. Move your feet, that's right. Oh, no, I haven't been up to town for months, me, dear.
Really? I thought you must
that's better. Polishes as it cleans. Now, all this standing around jawing won't make Sterling Moss the first British racing driver since 1923 to win the Grand Prix at Aintree, will it, dear?
I suppose not, Mrs.
He won't get Jack Kerouac's beat generation known all round the world thanks to his inspirational on the road, either, in my opinion.
I never really thought of
all
that.
this standing around jawing is, in fact, a complete waste of time, dear. So I'm off. Just keep that dog away from me, for God's sake.
Sir? Sir?
Yeah, give me a minute, Twitten.
Sir?
I said, give me a minute.
The dog knows, sir. That's what's so hard for me to bear, you see. The dog can see it all.
After that ice cream with Twitten, I wandered along the seafront in a daze. I didn't know what to think. It was like my world was being turned inside out. I'd convinced myself that the dog just had a thing about Johnson's wax. Whereas in fact it was saying, she's a villain, she's a villain. How can I make it plainer to you idiots that she's a villain? And then, well, it was on my way back to the station that I spotted Mrs Groynes entering the telephone kiosk opposite, and, well, I would never have done it before, but I lurked outside, and I listened.
It's all arranged then, Charlie. He's going to get done on Tuesday night. I said you're going to do him on Tuesday.
What? Who's getting done?
Of course he doesn't suspect, dear. We're talking about Inspector Steine, for God's sake.
Oh, no!
Hang on, Charlie, I thought I heard something. Yeah, all right, I'm back. It was nothing. Hold on, dear. Still there, dear? Look, stop worrying. It's a piece of cake, dear. I said it's a piece of cake. I'll get him down to the stage door of the Prince Regent Picture Palace at 5:30 on Tuesday. Then all you've got to do is jump in. I said, then he's yours, dear. And good luck. What, dear? Yeah. I thought of that, dear. You don't want to shoot out. What I've done is unload every weapon in the station just in case. If anyone notices, I'll just say, I'm silly old Mrs Groynes, and I took out all the bullets for polishing and lost them.
You're sure she didn't see you, sir?
Yes.
Things must really be coming to a head if she's thinking of murdering Inspector Steine.
But what do we do? Do we tell him? I mean, it's true she's unloaded all the guns. I checked this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This must be very hard for you.
I hate it, Twitten. And to think, in some roundabout way, it's Bobby's fault.
If it's any consolation, sir, I feel a lot less lonely than I did.
I've been blind, son.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself, sir.
I've been a blind fool.
Oh, sir.
I'm so sorry I didn't believe you, Twitten.
Sir, people are looking.
After that, I started eavesdropping.
Relax, Charlie. You're doing the right thing.
All the time.
Let me tell you, there are a lot of people in Brighton who'd pay good money to watch the whole show. I've got to go. Someone might be listening. Just doing proper, Charlie.
I've never been in such turmoil in my life.
You'll make a lot of friends in Brighton if you do. And I'll certainly be one of them.
I had to tell Inspector Steine what I knew. I thought it would take him a lot of time to take it in, but in fact it was funny. Once I told him his life was in danger...
Oh, my God, my life is in danger! What are we going to do? Come in. It's her.
Hello, dears.
Mrs Groynes. Behave completely normally, Brunswick.
Of course, sir.
Anything wrong, dear?
No, I don't know. I was just saying, it's dear old Mrs Groynes. Who'd have expected that? Dear old, lovely Mrs Groynes.
Come in here a dozen times a day, dear.
You do? Yes, that's absolutely true. What can I do for you this time?
I bought you both a cup of tea.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'll be all fair. All this standing around jawing won't reconcile Rabb Butler to not succeeding Winston Churchill as Prime Minister, despite his outstanding academic credentials and sterling work on the 1944 Education Act now, really.
It won't. Cheerio.
You couldn't do me a little tiny favour, Inspector.
Anything, Mrs Groynes.
It's my niece, Alice, dear. She's such a fan of your wireless broadcast, and she's coming to Brighton tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or is tomorrow Tuesday?
Oh, yes.
Is it? Oh, I'd forget my own head if it wasn't stuck on with Harold Dunnett. Anyway, she's going to the Prince Regent Picture Palace for the matinee, and I said you might meet her there afterwards, dear, to give her an autograph.
Yeah.
But about 5:30.
Oh.
Are you all right?
5:30. Yes, Prince Regent Picture Palace. Yes, that's fine. That's fine, isn't it, Brunswick?
Oh, yes, sir, that's fine.
Yes, your niece Alice.
What's an autograph?
Yeah.
You can go in through the back door in Pavilion Street if you like, dear. In fact, why don't you do that? Save paying for the film. She'll meet you inside. Well, toodaloo, dear.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot to mention it, dears. That precious dog of yours. I'm ever so sorry. It seems to have disappeared.
Really, sir, there's no need to apologise. It's just such a relief to me that finally, you both believe me.
Yes, well, don't go on about it.
All this time.
What did I say?
The important thing is that we stick together, sir.
Yes, stick together. Anyone bring a thermos?
Oh, we'll protect you, sir. Although it would help if we knew where the dog was.
What's the time?
3 o'clock, sir.
Still can't believe it.
I know, sir. Neither can I.
Mrs Groynes.
I know.
Imagine what it's been like for me, sir. All this time.
Don't go on about it.
I found a loaded gun, sir.
Well, that's something.
What's the time?
3:30, sir.
I still can't believe it.
Neither can I.
Mrs Groynes.
I know.
I'd love to know where that dog is.
What's the time?
It's 5:15, sir.
Time to go.
Time to go, yes. I still don't believe it. Mrs Groynes.
Once you know, though, it's so obvious.
What's the time?
5:20.
Oh, we better go.
Yes, better go.
I really miss that dog.
You're being very brave, sir.
Thank you, Brunswick. I think what I'm mainly doing is telling myself that it might just be a child wanting an autograph.
Bravo, sir.
Yes.
Sir?
Yes, Twitten.
I wish I didn't have to mention this, sir. But I'm having a misgiving.
You're having a misgiving, Twitten. What do you think I'm having? Breakfast on the Metropole?
No, but seriously, sir. It occurs to me, sir, that... Oh, here's Pavilion Street.
No.
It occurs to me that I've been trying for 6 months to convince you about Mrs Groynes, and suddenly, in a matter of a couple of days, you completely believe me. I'm just wondering why.
You told me you were relieved, Twitten.
I know, and that's very understandable in the circumstances, but I just don't know how to explain it, sir. I
I think this may be a trap, sir.
Oh, of course it's a trap. We know it's a trap. And here it is. Stage door.
Please, sir, let me think for a minute. No, Mrs Groynes is incredibly clever, sir. She realised that the dog was identifying her time after time as a criminal, so she hatched a scheme.
To kill me, yes.
No, perhaps not, sir. I mean, what if she let herself be overheard by Sergeant Brunswick, sir?
What?
Why would she do that? Why would she do that? It risks so much. No, don't go in, sir.
Oh.
Please, sir.
It's 5:30, Twitten. You got the gun, Brunswick? Yes, sir. Right. We're going in. It's so dark, sir. Open the door, Brunswick.
Where are we?
Oh, my God. I still can't see anything. Alice. Steady, sir. There's someone here. All right, who's there?
Oh, there's nobody here. But me and these ferrets, dear.
It's Mrs Groynes, sir. This is it. Oh, sir. Oh, is this the end for Inspector Steine? I'm not the boy. He's too young. Oh, no. I'm not the boy. Oh, what the devil's going on? Mrs Groynes, is that you?
Can't you please, dear?
I don't understand. Who are all these people?
Look, dear, it's Eamon Andrews. Yeah, put the gun down, dear.
This is your life. This is your flipping life.
What? Whose?
Oh, who do you think?
Jeffrey Sanjan Victor Steine.
This is your life, sir!
You thought you were coming here tonight to give an autograph to your charlady's niece.
Did you?
But in fact...
Oh, no.
Tonight...
I don't believe it!
Jeffrey Sanjan Victor Steine...
That's me!
This...
God damn it!
...is your life!
Oh, no! Look at Brunswick! Mummy! Mummy! Look, it's me! This must be some Marjorie. Oh, it's Jack Warner. I don't even know him. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh,
Mrs Groynes, did you organise all this?
Well, some of it, dear. Oh, look at the inspector. It's easy enough to make him happy. He really didn't guess, dear.
Ah, well, we guessed something.
Oh, you can't imagine what it's been like, dear. Oh, the subterfuge. The sheer flaming subterfuge of it all. It's quite worn me out, dear. The lies I've had to tell you wouldn't believe. Secret trips up to London, secret phone calls, changing the subject whenever you asked a question. Oh, you'll have to meet Charlie, the producer, afterwards. Oh, he rammy raggedy did Charlie. The constable here could look a bit more pleased, though.
Oh, I'm just drinking it all in, Mrs G. I've said it before, but you are a genius, Mrs Groynes. An absolute genius.
Thank you, dear. That means a lot to me, coming from you.
Brunswick, Twitten, come on. We're going to start. Oh, okay.
So there's just one question, Mrs G, since we're alone. What have you done with the dog?
Well, between ourselves, dear, just about now, Bobby the Wonder Dog is going to be caught taking a backhander at the racecourse from a bookie called Honest George.
You framed the dog?
That's right, dear. Cup of tea?
Oh, yes, please. The others have been quite charitable to me, considering everything.
I expect they feel like lemons.
Yes, as do I, of course. Yes, a great big lemon with a helmet on top.
Ah, well, it was sort of the point of the exercise. Here you are, dear.
Oh, thank you. And now they will never believe me. Ever, ever, ever.
Look, you know why I had to do it, dear. That dog, I mean, he never stopped bleeding well barking in the night time, did he, dear?
True. Oh, what did you have over the This Is Your Life people? It was all set up incredibly quickly.
Charlie owed me a favour, dear. Quite a big one. And as for Eamon Andrews, well, let's just say we'll always have Paris. Oh, here they come, dear.
Don't you think? I mean, the way you read my character, miraculously accurate.
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Integrity. That was the word he kept going back to, did you notice? Yes. And famous.
Yes, as well. That was it.
Good morning, sir.
Cup of tea, dear.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, isn't life wonderful? Did everyone get to meet Jack Warner?
Oh, well, I did, sir. When he said,
Evening all. I thought I might faint.
Oh, no, thank you. Who was that Italian?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. That was Mario Lanza,
That was Mario Lanza. What was he doing there?
I think Mrs Groynes may have invited him,
Oh,
sir.
bless you, Mrs. Groynes. I've always wanted
Can
to
I
meet
have your
Mario
attention
Lanza.
now, dears, please?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I've got something to say, please.
Yes, okay.
Now, it won't take a moment.
Right.
Thank you.
You look so serious.
As you know, I've worked in this station now for many years.
Yes.
And I don't expect much by way of thanks.
Oh, no.
No, I don't. And I don't get much either.
Oh.
Now, yesterday, if I set myself, was a triumph.
Here.
And what I'm wondering is this. My boy Trevor gets out of Lewis next week.
Oh, good show, Mrs Groynes. I didn't know he was even up for parole.
Well, anyway, he's getting out. And it seemed to me that possibly this is the right moment for me to... Well, to hand in me dusters, dears.
Oh, no. What?
It's an awkward thing to mention, but it hasn't been easy, you know. Working here with the constable always watching me like a hawk, dears. But that was nothing. Nothing to what it was like in the past few days.
Oh, no.
You thought I didn't notice, dears, but it broke my heart to see even the sergeant, to see my dear friend.
Oh, Mrs.
Sergeant
Groynes.
Brunswick, whose bleeding great flesh wounds I've dressed with me own 2 hands.
Oh, no. Oh, come here, Mrs. G.
No, what's going on? No, Mrs. Groynes, what can I do? Twitten, what do I have to do?
I think she'd like you to beg her to stay, sir. The proper name for this is emotional extortion, sir, but some people miscall it emotional blackmail, sir.
No, look, we want you to stay forever, Mrs. Groynes.
What, dear? Yeah, you can let go now, Sergeant. Thank you, I can't hear.
All right.
What did you say again, dear?
We want you to stay forever.
Really, dear?
We love you, Mrs. G.
We do.
Oh, good. Well, that's all right, then I'll stay.
Thank you.
Good. She's staying, Twitten.
Yeah, I thought she would.
Just a couple of small conditions, Inspector.
Oh, anything.
My boy Trevor will be here some of the time.
Anything.
No one will henceforth speak of this little scene.
Anything.
I get a new teapot this very afternoon.
Anything.
And you can never have a dog again.
Damn. In episode 6 of the Casebook of Inspector Steine by Lynne Truss, Brunswick was played by John Ramm, Twitten, Matt Greem, Mrs Groynes, Samantha Spiro, Inspector Steine, Michael Fenton Stevens, Eamon Andrews, Ewan Bailey, and Bobby, David Holt. Music was by Anthony May. The producer was Karen Rose. The Casebook of Inspector Steine is a Sweet Talk production for BBC Radio 4.